So wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
All right, here we go. Happy Tuesday. What is going on? Welcome to the KVJ Show.
Hello.
It is a winning day today. Double your paycheck is going to crank back up at 9 a.m. this morning. So we're going to get all fired up for that. A chance for you to win at the top every hour all the way through 5 p.m. today. So if you got a paycheck, imagine having two. It'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Ooh. If I got one of those extra paychecks, I would try to bribe Virginia and buy that shirt off of her. I love that thing. She looks like a look at her. She looks like a hippie.
It's a caftan.
A caftan? What is a caftan?
It's a mini caftan. So most of the times a caftan, it's like a robe dress that goes all the way to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But mine's a mini. See, I'm showing some leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I love a caftan.
It's a mini caftan.
Okay.
And it's nice and flowy and like comfortable.
What type of culture typically wears a caftan?
I want to say this is like Persian, Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I was going to say, it has kind of that flair, that look.
I love it.
It's also kind
Yeah.
of got a little stoner California to it, too.
Okay.
It's got that hippie vibe that I'm seeking out.
I could vibe with that.
Yeah, you know, if I gain a little bit of weight, because that could turn into a shirt for me.
Caftans are the perfect outfit if you've gained a little weight.
I love me a caftan.
Okay, there you go. Got a new word today, too. Caftan. I could use, actually, a caftan. My calves are very white.
Oh. Everybody, you get a caftan.
Yeah,
you get a caftan.
I need a caftan.
I can spray tan your calves. You let me know.
Just my calves? That'd be great.
They make men caftans.
Not usually, Pumpkin.
Don't call me Pumpkin. We're connecting on such a good level until you call me Pumpkin.
You know, the equivalent for the men is like that, the yoga shirt you were wearing.
I love it.
It's linen, it's longer, it's got kind of a full sleeve.
What do you think about a man who wears a lot of flowers on his caftan?
I think that guy is very in touch with his sexuality and confident. And definitely all the ladies want to sleep with him.
That's kind of like from the unique wardrobe wear. When I was younger, I used to have one of those ponchos. You ever seen those things? You can almost get them like at the state fair.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like a Mexican poncho?
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those things. Oh, I love that thing. I picked it up when I was in California. I think I got it in San Diego. I loved it. I wore it once. I took it home. My dad washed it, and it shrunk down to the size of something that fit on a small poodle.
That's the problem with that fair clothing.
Yeah. Boy, it just does not like being washed. So... All right, well, coming up today, again, double your paycheck starting at 9 a.m. Get that name in. If you don't have it yet, all you have to do is just go to kvjshow.com to sign up.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you thinking about today, Jbird?
Now, anytime we bring up this topic, some people get fired up. I'm not trying to fire anybody up, but I got this message from Dana. She said, "Hey, Bird, have you tried the Veggie burger at Culver's? I'm a meat eater, but I love this thing. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a spin. They have cheese cooked in it."
Ooh.
And I have tried it, and it's pretty darn good. And then there was also this list on BuzzFeed. It was the top veggie burgers that are out there.
Okay.
And I was kind of shocked who came in at number one. They did it with a blind test with people. They had no idea what they were eating, and they just voted on taste. And Burger King came in at number one with their Impossible Whopper.
Really?
Kind of shocked on it, because I've had that. And here's the key. You have to char the hell out of those burgers. If not, they're kind of gross.
I agree. Veggie burgers need to be crispy and burnt on the edges.
They do. We brought some out. Bigfoot brought some out during camping, and if they get a little warm and they are out, they turn into It looks like sludge.
They got to be fresh and crispy on the outside.
It's very unappealing before you eat them. That's why you gotta cook them right out of the freezer, and you got, like Virginia's saying, you gotta char the heck out of those things.
And don't let it be like medium well on the inside. It's got to be thoroughly cooked all the way through and a little charred on the outside.
And you gotta go big on cheese.
Okay.
I agree.
Kind of cover it all up.
I mean, if you're not putting double cheese...
You're really not painting this thing to sound very tasty.
It is tasty when you follow those steps.
Yes.
But there's so many different kind of veggie burgers out there. I know BurgerFi's got their own version.
Which I love.
Yeah, they probably are my favorite. Habit Burger, they've got their own.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
They are.
They are flying under the radar, but if you're a burger connoisseur and you haven't tried Habit Burger, you're really doing yourself a disservice.
But this gave me an idea. I want to do something like this where they basically took all the veggie burgers they could find, they did their tests, and then they ranked them. What's an item I could rank that the good people really we aren't thinking about, but they go, I need a ranking on that. It has to have a lot. You know, there's got to be a lot of them out there at restaurants. It's got to be something that everyone wants to know about. Veggie burgers, I think they're kind of on the upswing. A lot of people are eating them, so people were curious to see what one was the number one. What's an item I can do? Pizza's already been done. I don't want to do something that's already been done.
The one item that I would like to see a ranking of, because it's something I've been kicking into for a while, pickle chips.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there are more and more places now. When I was in Nashville, like everybody had pickle chips, and more places in South Florida are starting to get them. They're not all created the same, and a really good pickle chip has got good seasoning on it, and it's also got a great sauce to dip it in, and it's that combination, and so it's who can serve them up the best.
First of all, it's great to see you, Fat Kevin. Thanks for joining the show.
This is just regular Kevin. I eat pickle chips all the time.
You could get like the pickle squad involved in that.
Oh,
and
that's
right.
Make it a whole rating thing where all of you go out.
I'd like to know.
This is why I bring these kind of hot topics up. I'm definitely doing fried pickles. That's the item. That is... But do enough restaurants here in South Florida have the pickle chip for there even to be a top 7 ranking?
Yeah, I think so. I'm seeing more and more. I mean, just kind of going down through. I know Twin Peaks does a really solid one. I would start with that, and then I'll try to work out from there. That's the last one that I had, and they were very good.
Okay,
Should I try to get pickle chips out at the crawfish festival?
Look, I think more pickle chips in the world is what the whole world does need. So yeah, bring them on.
Okay.
Yeah, I need the good people to send me messages. You guys are my fried pickle scouts. Where can I go? I'll go down to Miami if I have to. I've been wanting to do a food review type thing. The pizza thing didn't work out. Fried pickles, I got a real good feeling about this.
Okay. All right. There you go. Now you have a mission. You have a purpose in life.
I do, and it feels good.
Yeah. Everybody needs
Finally.
a purpose. Everybody needs a purpose.
I know why I'm here.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I was feverishly texting Jbird during the day on Saturday. You know, I was at a Turtle Fest, and I loved that event. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
They had live bands on all day, and each band would come on and do like an hour set, and the next local band would come on, and I was like, this is great, because they had found all these bands that were really talented, and some of them were like really good looking. Like these bands had the total package.
Yeah.
There was this group of guys called Making Faces, and they looked like a better looking version of the guys from Jackass, but musically inclined. And they had that same fun, like crazy vibe. And I was like, these guys are great. And then this girl came on. She's local, I guess from Jupiter. Have you ever heard of Sierra Lane?
Sierra Lane.
I think I have.
Yeah, maybe I have.
I pulled up her Instagram so you could see. I mean, this girl is gorgeous, so talented, so musically gifted. And I was texting Jbird, I found your future ex-girlfriend, Jbird.
Okay, there you go.
She checks all the boxes. Adorable, hippie chick, so talented.
Okay, Virginia's out there doing the work for you, Bird.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to make love happen.
Yeah.
You need to meet Sierra Lane.
Okay. All right, there you go. So if you're Sierra Lane,
Yeah,
listen, look out. Love's coming your way, apparently.
Definitely would love for Virginia to set that up. That wouldn't. at all.
I got you.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be your stupid Cupid.
You know, the best wingman on this program is without a doubt the Kevin Ralston. He knows he knows how to do it right.
The subtle dance.
Yeah, you're an adult.
I feel you. Okay. So, Virginia, that's what's on your mind is looking for love for the bird, huh?
Yes, always. It's my mission.
Yeah, I think you need new missions. Yeah.
Nope, it's my goal.
That's what she's got. Okay, what I got on my mind today is the final day of spring training. Oh, man, it's already over. It just feels like it didn't even really begin. I didn't even get to a game. I tried on Saturday, and we walked in the ballpark, and they said the game is canceled, and that was pretty much it. So I didn't even really get to go to one. I went to the Savannah Banana game on Friday at the ballpark at the Palm Beaches, and that was it.
That looked fun.
That was fun.
That's going to beat any spring training experience on the I'm sorry.
It really was. Yeah, if I had to trade that game for a spring training game, I'd been to many spring training games. That was a great experience.
And look at Kev making us go mini viral on our TikTok. His video has got over almost 250,000 views on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
That's mini viral, dog.
Yeah, well, people were just, it's the Savannah Bananas that did all the heavy lifting, but yeah, people were just like, oh my gosh, that's baseball? It was crazy. That looks like so much fun. And they're like, man, if regular baseball even just did a little bit of this, just made it fun.
How do I become a player for the Bananas, man?
People were saying that. I saw that in the comments saying, oh my gosh, this is Jbird's baseball team because, all the guys on the walk-up songs, it's not just a song, they have a skit. And the one guy was like Rocky, and he had a robe on, and they threw him the bat, and then in between pitches, they'd bring a chair out, and he'd sit down like he was in his corner, and they would, talk to him. And
I saw the umpire's booty shaking.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
He was twerking.
This is your calling.
And then the pitchers, the middle infielders and the pitcher, they do kind of a belly roll kind of thing. And then the pitcher hauls off and throws the ball. You're like, what's going on here? It was so crazy.
So you basically are an entertainer / baseball player. It's literally what it is. Well, entertainment probably being first.
The crazy thing about it, it's an infusion of entertainment and sports. And the lines are starting to blur more and more. Like, ESPN is now doing, I couldn't believe this, a guy that breaks down football was doing a serious interview with a professional wrestler on ESPN. I'm like, whoa, it's a whole new world. He was interviewing him like it was a serious sports interview, but that's just really it. It really kind of is. Even the boxing now, you don't know because you got the Paul brothers in there. Is it real? Is it fake? What the heck's going on? It's really about the entertainment. And you realize that's what sports is. It's entertainment.
You're seeing things like wiffle ball starting to take fire. That's being featured on ESPN. These young kids started this league that blew up on social media. And they've been featured in the top 10 ESPN plays, I think, 3 times now.
Well, that kind of stuff, the sports entertainment is almost starting to pass sports now because they realize we have to be stimulated nonstop. And that was the one thing that stood out to me at the Savannah Bananas game. They had music going the entire time, and there's always something to watch. In regular baseball, you're sitting there, nothing's going on, and they're strolling around the mound, and you're just like, people just start to drift off. And even at NBA basketball games now, like the Miami Heat, they've got a DJ there playing music the entire time. And that's really what sports needs to be. You've got to have that kind of excitement going on. You got to put on a constant show. It's like a movie. If people are going to sit there that long, entertain the people.
I bet you that some of the major league players, they definitely know about the Savannah Bananas. They know what's going on.
I'm sure they hate it.
I'm sure they hate it because they're getting a lot of hype around them, and people are having fun. It's sold out.
They sold out 7,500 seats. A spring training opening day, when you're the most excited, sells 2,300. And that's professional Major League Baseball players.
Wake up, baseball.
And we're coming off of a strike where it's bitter taste in some of the fans' mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't know where baseball will go. They made a couple adjustments to hopefully make it more palatable, but they've got a long way to go.
How old do you have to be to play on these Savannah Bananas? Can you be old?
They look like they were younger, but honestly, I don't think they have any rules for anything.
They're like, we like your act. I feel like they would welcome you.
If they like your act.
In fact, I missed it. I was talking to Bill on our sister station. He was there, and I had to leave a little early because Cannon's on the crutches. And he had said something about they brought a former Major League pitcher out that is like in his 70s, and he chugged a beer and then threw a ball.
Damn.
Yeah, so I think they did.
Okay, this is our kind of team.
It really is.
Yeah, I think you could probably be a part of a Savannah Bananas game.
At least go out there and do a cameo when they're in town.
It would be cool to have a team like that where you could see regularly. I would love to be able to have that and support them locally.
Yeah, they like I said, they have sold out every game I think since 2018 in Savannah, and it's quite a spectacle. So it'd be interesting to see if South Florida would get one of those teams.
Can anybody just start their own and start traveling around like the Savannah Bananas do?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that go on in there. And what it was, I know a little bit about the guy. His name's Jesse Cole, and he and his wife, they mortgaged off their house to buy the Savannah Bananas, which was not the Bananas. They were a different name. It's just Savannah's minor league team. And then he's kind of a marketing guru. He goes around and does marketing talks for businesses, charges $20,000 an hour.
Whoa.
So he's known for his marketing. And he said,
That's bananas.
It is. And he changed the name of the franchise, and he said, this is all going to be about family, fun, and entertainment. He made it affordable price. And they've taken off since he's been in charge of it.
And people want to go out and just be entertained, and
they
just want to have a goofy, fun time without anything heavy.
That's exactly what it is. That's a Savannah Bananas baseball game.
And if you make my little kids happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, there are a lot of kids there, and the kids just loved it. They're running around having a great time. So if you did want to do a spring training baseball game, I did want to put it on your radar. Today is your last day. I've got my rainout tickets that are good for today. I'm slightly tempted to go to Roger Dean Stadium, even though it doesn't work into my schedule.
Oh, do it, man.
I know. Maybe I will. Marlins, Cardinals, they're playing today, and I think the game's at 11 a.m. There. You've also got Ballpark of the Palm Beaches with the Nationals and Mets today, and then that's it. The regular season kicks off on Thursday. Marlins not going to be home, though. They go to San Francisco against the Giants. The Marlins' first home game is going to be on Thursday, April 14th against the Phillies, if you wanted to go. So. Well, it took me a while to get into it, but my family's now doing the Wordle thing that you've seen, the little puzzle that's out there. It's if you like little mindless things like that, it is kind of fun. The one that we do is it's a 5-letter word, and you take a guess at it, and they'll tell you like which letters you have correct that are in the actual word, and then it'll tell you if you have them in the right order. So that's kind of what you try to figure out. And then you get up to, I think it's like 6 or so guesses to try to get the word right.
Who's the best Ralston for Wordle?
Well, this is where the debate comes in, because I will say it's me. And last night I got yesterday's Wordle and just in 3 guesses, and so I was pretty proud about that.
Whoa!
And so I could tell, like, it kind of like made my wife upset. She was like, "Yeah, whatever," you know. She's like, "You just think you're so smart," you know. So it kind of, you know, we're a very competitive family, and I came off. I got my butt whooped in the family's NCAA bracket, you know, contest that we had. So, you know, I got to try to make up wherever I can, because my stock's riding low right now.
We call this a comeback, my friend.
Yeah. So, you know, if Wordle's my thing, then that could be big.
So the way Wordle works is it's basically one word a day for a competition with the group you're in.
Yeah, and that's it. And so a lot of people will play it, and they'll say, how many guesses did it take for you to get it? I think it's the New York Times, I think, or the Wall Street Journal, one of those two that it originally came out on. A guy had developed it just during the pandemic as a mindless thing to kill time, and it became very popular. And now there's other ones that you can do. My son has one that he's found online. There's so many different variations. We have one at WRMF.com, our own version, that has, like, for instance, one of our 5-letter words is Jbird. You know, Kevin works in there, so I'll be the word one day. So, you know, we have stuff like that. That kind of plays into it. So that's just it. So if you're doing the same standard Wordle that is out there, you can compare with your friends. But the thing is, you don't want to hear in advance what the word is, because that's kind of like cheating. And so we had gotten this email. It says, yeah, I heard that Kevin has gotten into Wordle. Well, my wife sounds a lot like the Mexican Queen. We're both very competitive with each other. So each day we're comparing how many guesses it's taking for us to get the Wordle puzzle correct. And last week, her worst score was 3 guesses. The other 4 days, she said she got it in 2. I'm calling BS. Is there anybody else out there doing with a Wordle cheater, and is there a way to catch them?
Oh.
Well, that kind of takes the fun away from Wordle.
It does.
How do you cheat?
Well, what would happen is, let's say, for instance, she has a friend that is also doing the Wordle puzzle, And I don't know what time they launch it. They actually do a countdown clock to it. So when they start it, she could do it, find out what the word is, text her friend, be like, hey, by the way, today the Wordle word is this. And then you're like, oh, look, I got it in one guess.
Gotcha.
Lucky me.
I want to get in a Wordle team. You want to do this thing, Witch? You want to start battling in a Wordle?
It sounds kind of time consuming.
Well, you're so much fun.
It will, yeah.
I barely have time to keep up with my DMs and my emails.
Yeah, it will be about a 10-minute thing per day, and I only do it because I got a teenage son that's like, come on, Dad, do your Wordle. Come on, Dad, do your Wordle.
Definitely can't spend 10 minutes with the bird doing Wordle.
Yeah.
God forbid that.
Yeah. Too busy. Between getting the kids and drinking.
I can't make you dinner. I got to play games with Jbird.
Drink, 5-letter word.
Now she's in. Yeah, I don't know what you do, and that's kind of it. I'm sure there are probably some massive Wordle cheaters out there, and they're trying to say they got it so many. And there's a big part of it where you just have to play on the honor system, and you can't have a Wordle team or a group with somebody who's dishonorable. Because there's really no other way to do it, because all it takes is them to have one person on the outside to do it. And the only way you could do it is the second they drop the puzzle, you are like, okay, and you all go on your phones at the same time and try to make it happen. But I mean, who's really got that kind of attention?
I'm afraid to get on this Wordle. I used to do that Words with Friends, and I got addicted. I was playing with KVJ Nation. Then my ex-girlfriend got on there and started monitoring. She's like, I thought you were at home working, and I see you're on Words with Friends. I'm like, oh, I'm getting off Words with Friends.
But isn't it quick, though? I think it's just quick. Once you solve the daily puzzle, it's over.
Wordle with Wordle?
Wordle.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be on there all day, obsessed with it, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's the good thing about it. It's a quick little mindless thing. And I shouldn't say even mindless, because I guess probably a lot of people like it because you are thinking. You're kind of going through your mind and working through options. And they always say that any thinking puzzle that you can do, a lot of people want to do it. That's why a lot of people, I think, are into Wordle. It's fun and it's easy. I guess easy is better than mindless to say.
Easy, but also a little bit it tests your brain.
It does, and it makes you start thinking of different words and combinations, and so you can it almost hurts your brain because but that's like if you're working out, you're hurting your muscle, and you can kind of feel the strain. That strain is actually good for your body.
I love it.
You got me all jacked up on this Wordle. I want it. I want it bad.
Yeah. So, hey, look, for anybody who's dealing with a Wordle cheater, I don't know of any way that you can stop them. You just have to say, all right, and they have to live with that in their conscience.
Is that enough to really put a wedge in a relationship? If let's say you're a boyfriend, girlfriend for 4 or 5 months, and you find out your boyfriend or your girlfriend's cheating in Wordle, and they're lying about it, is that a major red flag, or is it kind of like, oh, it's innocent fun?
It's a knock. You take it away, because honestly, the one thing I think we all really should be doing, you should be, if you're ever going to marry someone, it should be a person of high character. You shouldn't be with somebody that's shady or this or that. If they have anything where they don't exhibit the highest of character, don't commit yourself legally to that person. If you want to be together and have a relationship and be disappointed and cheated on your whole life, that's fine. At least you're not, at least you're not legally committed to this person. But yeah, to me, if you are engaged and you find out that your fiance's cheating at Wordle, you'd be like, I don't know, maybe marriage is not where we need to go with this. We can stay together in a relationship. I'm not going to break up with you because you cheat at Wordle, but marry you, maybe not now.
So a Wordle cheater is a major red flag for a Kevin Ralston. I see what you're saying.
Like I said, you always got to look for those little signs of character. And that's it. You can do the right thing or the wrong thing. And as you're dating somebody, always look to see when they're faced at that fork in the road, which option do they choose? The right path or the wrong one?
You can either trust somebody or you can't. And I think big stuff, little stuff, trust is trust.
Mm-hmm. And then you think, what a psycho. They're lying about Wordle and they're going all in on that? They're cheating?
Yeah, and you're right. If that's your competitive nature and you can live with being a cheater, you're right. I wouldn't want to be with somebody that I knew was a cheater. I would think a lot less of them. Because you know what? You should just... You know what? You should do what we all do on the show here. Lose and lose with honor.
And lose a lot.
Yeah, lose a lot. That's just it. Yeah, somebody said, if you do it online, which you can, then you could go on the app and you could do it in just one shot. So it really is a game that requires the honor system. So don't play Wordle with people that are not honorable. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Well, I'm a free agent. I'm looking to be on a Wordle team or group.
Well, you can just jump in every day, and then you and I can compare. That's what we're doing. How many guesses does it take you to get the Wordle puzzle? So if anybody played it yesterday, I got mine in 3.
Still don't think I understand Wordle.
Okay.
Everybody's your team, bruh.
I get it. I'm learning.
Yes, you keep asking. I'm like, I don't think this dude gets it.
I want to join a team. We need a team name.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works.
I'm a friends with words guy. I'm over there. I'm sorry.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Amy Schumer is now talking a little bit about what happened at the Oscars, and you kind of feel bad for her because it was supposed to be her night, and they were hosting, and it just took the shine off anything they did. Nobody's talking anything about anything Amy Schumer said or did, and it just kind of sucks, Your moment was snatched by a slap. She said one of the jokes that she wanted to tell was, "Don't Look Up? That's the name of a movie?" More like, "Don't look down the barrel of Alex's shotgun," and they wouldn't let her say that.
I think they did her a favor.
It's not that good.
Yeah, it's not very funny.
I think it wasn't because they were
Not
afraid.
because it's offensive. It's just not funny. They're like, yeah, you might not want to do that joke. Not as offensive. It's just that ain't funny.
Well, they told her it was offensive. And she said...
That's the nice way of telling somebody, oh, yeah, that's too offensive. It's not the least bit funny. And
Kevin said they did her a favor.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's talking. Everybody is now, finally.
Well, they're making it an opportunity for themselves now.
Yeah, you got to try to get some shine salvaged from the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys don't watch this show, but over on Bravo, there's a show called Shahs of Sunset, and one of the players on that show, Mike is his name. He is always roided up. This cat is always pissed. There's always veins in his neck sticking out. He's just been arrested for domestic violence. They did not reveal the alleged victim, but he was taken into custody just a couple of days ago, and they were booking him on a felony charge. He's got a court date coming up in July, but Mike from Shaw's got arrested.
Surprise.
He always looks pissed.
Mm-hmm.
He may want to lay off the testosterone. We can tell you're taking too much. And finally here, it looks like we're not going to see Kanye or Travis Scott at Coachella.
What?
Both of them have pulled out of the performance.
Oh, man.
Billie Eilish, Harry Styles, and Swedish House Mafia are still headlining, but no Kanye and no Travis Scott at Coachella.
Okay.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Alrighty. Gotta say happy birthday to Pharrell. He used to have a place in Miami. I'm not sure if I know he put it on the market. I think he's down here a good bit. Happy birthday to him. Dude looks like he's 18 and he's 49 today.
What was his house unbelievable?
I think it was a condo. It was unbelievable. Yeah, it was, I think, down like on Brickell, and it was just unbelievable. I think it was like a $20 million place, something like that.
If you got a condo, do you have probably a pool on your balcony or something, or on the outside?
Yeah, I think he had like a pool out there. It had an unbelievable view of Biscayne Bay and the skyline, and I was just like, gosh, man, living well. So I don't know where he is right now. Also, happy birthday to Ashley, turning 22 from Lindsley and all the pets. Also, happy belated 8th birthday to Miles from Mom, Dad, and the kitties. Miles is a big Jbird fan. He's excited to meet him in Denny's a while back. You can see him there. He's out with KVJ Volunteer Army planting trees.
I remember him.
Aww.
Yeah, cute kid.
Cool kid.
Mm-hmm. Happy belated birthday to amazing coworker Christy Herman from Steph and your total MD family. So there you go. Got a birthday, want a shout out? You can let us know about it. Just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. We'd be happy to give you the hook up. Okay, which is better here? Travis Scott or Travis Barker?
Someone in the chat room goes, better at what? Cooking?
I would say it popular music and being a marketable brand. Now, if you're going on that, Travis Scott would win for being a marketable brand.
Before the tragedy.
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely. He hasn't...
He's a little in hot water right now.
Yes,
I don't know if
that,
anybody's touching him.
The way I look at it is if someone said, do you want to go see what Travis Scott's got going on? Or you got Travis Barker. I'd probably go to Travis Barker because he was at least associated with Blink-182, and I like their music better than anything involved on this equation.
Travis Barker's had a hot hand here lately. He's not been, the first name that you would think of, but he's got a lot of side projects. He seems to be that guy that he's on a lot of hit songs right now. He's got probably 3-4 out there done projects with Machine Gun Kelly and stuff like that. So I think that Travis Barker is a little bit hotter right now than Travis Scott. That is arguable, but you're right. That whole concert fiasco that happened in Houston, that's really set Travis Scott back. If it weren't for that, you really have a strong argument. Probably Travis Scott would win. Right now I'm going to Barker. Okay, which is better? The Real Housewives or Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Virginia, if you had to choose? If you had to choose, which one's a better franchise?
For me, definitely the Housewives, because there are so many more interesting, fun storylines. I like to watch the Kardashians a lot of times to make fun of them. They just sit around and eat salad and talk lazy.
Yeah, talking about that.
It's kind of unbelievable sometimes that they're so successful from doing that.
I wish there was honesty in their little write-ups about the show. If they just said that for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I might be more inclined to watch.
I mean,
a family sits around eating salad and talking lazy. I'd be like, I might check in on that.
The one where the car's about to run out of gas, but there's clearly a camera following them.
Oh my gosh, our car's out of gas. Well, there's a full camera crew with the vehicle that's following you, so they're obviously not out of gas.
And they're trying to act as if they're really nervous and worried, and they can't get. It's not coming through.
It's amazing.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Which is better, the Golden Girls or the Gilmore Girls?
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
They are.
Humor always wins. I've never seen the Gilmore Girls.
I've seen both. A fan of both franchises.
Okay.
Gilmore Girl, they can get a little quippy to the point where they have a conversation and the whole conversation is just zingers and quick retorts back and forth. It doesn't. I'm going Golden Girls.
Virginia, which you choosing?
I agree, because I haven't seen Gilmore Girls.
And look, I love me some Gilmore Girls, but Golden Girls edges him out.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy or Homer Simpson from The Simpsons?
Oh, that's a good one.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter makes me laugh more.
I haven't seen enough of Family Guy. It's a show, I don't know, I should have been watching that, and for some reason I haven't.
You would like it because there's a lot of references to when you grow. He's big into references from his childhood, and it is from your childhood too.
Yeah. I would. For some reason, I just never committed into Family Guy, but maybe I should. Lizzo or Billie Eilish? Which is better?
For me, Billie Eilish.
For me, Lizzo.
Okay, I'm going to go with Bert. I'm going to go with Billie Eilish.
Only because I like that song she played on the Grammys. I'd never heard it before, and I really enjoyed it.
She's got a lot of really good songs that are out right now. She's got a style, and it's a little bit alternative and out there, but it's really cool. If you have not heard some of her latest music, we don't play a lot of it.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a little bit more chill. It's ethereal. It's got a vibe to it, and you kind of got to be in the right frame of mind for me for the Billie Eilish. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Lizzo to me is like, okay, let's have some fun.
She's party fun girl.
She's
yeah,
party
right.
fun.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. We're dancing around. We're shaking our ass.
She dances her ass off.
I
she
love
really
it.
does.
And
She's good too.
She is a musician. Homegirl, she's been trained classically.
Oh, yeah.
She knows a lot of instruments, unlike a lot of pop performers.
Okay.
She can actually play. She is good.
Okay. All right. Virginia's bringing the case for Lizzo.
Not that Billie Eilish isn't.
Right.
I just think as a musician, Lizzo's better.
Virginia
Billie
wins.
needs her brother.
My passion's died out. Virginia wins.
She just talks you right out of it.
Billie needs her brother.
Yeah.
Lizzo don't have a brother, and she don't need a brother.
All right.
She's doing it on her own.
And here she goes, round 2.
Yes.
Oprah or Ellen, which is better? Which is better,
Oh,
Oprah or Ellen?
Definitely Oprah.
I think Ellen's more entertaining, but you might get more for life out of Oprah, maybe.
I don't trust Ellen.
I'm going to go Oprah because Oprah had some really good series with my boy Wayne Dyer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get a little bit more depth out of Oprah. Ellen, probably a little bit more fun.
Ellen does fake happy dancing. She
does.
She hates
We know the
her.
truth.
It does. There has been a lot of air out of that balloon.
We know you hate dancing and you hate your audience.
Well, they
Since we
interviewed
saw behind the curtain.
They interviewed all the fans. Like, Ellen isn't nice, and she hates dancing.
What? Ellen hates dancing? It's unbelievable.
Okay, Kelly Clarkson or Drew Barrymore, the new age, which is better? I've seen both of them for about maybe 5 minutes. Kelly Clarkson seems like she's got the hot hand, like she is the new queen of daytime television. So I would go with her. The Drew Barrymore, the 5 minutes I saw, it was a little cringy, actually. So from what I've seen, Kelly Clarkson, she got that down home, aw shucks.
I think Kelly is better. I've watched both shows. Kelly is definitely more natural.
Okay, yeah.
But she's been doing it longer, too.
True.
I'm going all in on Drew Barrymore strictly for one thing. Firestarter. Classic movie from the 80s. That alone gives her the nod to me. Drew Barrymore wins. And we got E.T. up in here.
Drew Barrymore is very excited. She's very raw and emotional, and I think sometimes it's a little over the top. But she's very genuine.
Oh my! I am over the top, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Drew, you got to turn it down a little bit.
He knows over the top.
I know over the top. I wasn't even going as talk show host. I was just going as just people. But Kelly Clarkson's a better talk show host.
She is.
Okay.
She keeps it together better, and she's just got more practice at it.
Drew is just so happy.
And we all know you can't buy that happiness.
No.
Yeah, look what happened to
Nobody's that
Ellen.
happy,
Overly
It
happy
was a lie.
equals pain.
Yeah. Okay, which is better, Ben Stiller or Ben Affleck? Who are you going with?
Stiller.
Me too. I like to laugh more.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed his projects more than Affleck's.
I mean, Ben Stiller is prettier to look. I mean, Ben Affleck is prettier to look at than Ben Stiller, but
I would say Ben Stiller's not a bad looking guy, though.
I don't think
he's pretty
is
decent.
either.
I think he's a pretty decent looking dude. I'll give him some credit.
next to Ben Affleck?
Yeah. Yeah, even next to Ben Affleck.
No.
You seen Ben Affleck when he was off his wagon days and doing nothing but gambling all day? Look.
He looks puffy like a tick.
Yeah, I mean, you want to take that guy and put him up against Blue Steel?
Look, we all get puffy every now and then in our lives.
Puffy against Blue Steel. Okay, I would have to give it to Blue
And
Steel.
I like Ben Affleck movies a lot. I know
Sure.
people say he can't act. I disagree.
No, he's good.
I think in certain roles he really does a
He's
great
very
job.
good.
Yeah.
I love most of his projects. I think he's great. He's got more depth than Ben Stiller, but I enjoy his movies more. Adam Levine or Adam Sandler?
Oh, Sandman.
Yeah.
Come on. Not even Levine?
Yeah.
Definitely the Sandman.
Definitely.
Okay. And Daniel Radcliffe or Daniel Craig?
Oh, Daniel Craig.
You like Daniel Craig. She has a lady B for Daniel Craig.
I do. I have a lady B.
Yeah.
We got you. We got you. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, I got to tell you, there's always some exciting stuff that is going down on the water, and our boy Joe Ponton is always out there. He loves combing the beach every single morning. And
Looking for dead bodies?
yeah, he's found multiple dead bodies on the beach so far in his
Crazy.
walks. He loves seeing the sea turtles. And he just hit me up today. Apparently, there's 15 U.S. Custom and Border Patrol agents at the beach this morning. He said that a boat had drifted ashore and was vacated. And apparently what had happened, somebody jacked the boat from the Bahamas and had abandoned it.
Oh.
If you ever want some adventure in your life, go to the beach about 5 a.m. and walk around for a couple hours.
Joe always has stories.
Yeah, I have kind of noticed that. You would think, the beach is very tranquil, but apparently early in the morning, there's a lot of drama and action going on the beach. I guess, you never know. You might have the guys from dropping off the square groupers the night before, and there's cocaine all over the place. And I think I'm missing out. I'm always distracted having to do this dang radio show. I need to be at the beach watching the action.
And I think he walks on the same beach, so this beach is pretty active.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not even, like haul over or anything like that.
Do we know if he's ever found any drugs yet? And if he found them, would he tell us?
No, but I always get a weird text message the other day. It goes, Bird, I had to call the police. I think I just found a human vertebrae. And he's got this picture.
What?
Yeah. So he called the police. They took the vertebrae, and it's under investigation.
Wow.
Okay.
That's huge. huge.
We don't know if it's human yet.
Okay.
I think we're hopeful.
Still out there, huh? Okay.
Yeah, because that would lead to something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got some liars amongst us. We just got to figure out who is truthful, who is not. 2 truths and a lie here today. Suits is going to be telling us a story. Is it true? Is it false? We're also going to hear from Bird and Denny's here. What you got for us today, Suits?
So this actually goes back a few years back to when I was a kid, and my parents got divorced right when I was in the 2nd grade.
Okay.
So my dad had started dating somebody who was a lot younger than him, which
Of
was always a
course.
very interesting source of contention.
They all do.
It never fails, right? Well, it was interesting because this girl that he was dating ended up getting a job for a major South Florida celebrity who lives down here. And I consider this person an A-lister.
Okay.
And she was his personal chef for a while. And when she used to run errands all the time, she would use his car to go and go shopping and get whatever she needed. She was a terrible driver. My dad got her a car. She wrecked that car. And then this celebrity's car that she was driving, which was incredibly expensive, she completely totaled it.
He didn't love her for her driving skills.
No.
Right.
And neither did
Yep.
the celebrity she was working for. Epically got fired by this major A-lister.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you who it is if it's true.
Okay.
Oh.
It's true. Okay. I like that little
Leave you
tease
hanging.
there.
What a
Okay.
tease, Suits.
Okay.
You know how to get me. You work in a little celebrity meet, and I'm like, oh, I need to know.
I know what Virginia likes.
You do.
Okay. All right. Bird, you got a story for us here? What is it?
I do. So it was me and a group of people, and we went to go see the comedian Nick Swartzen. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's been on the circuit. I think we've even had him on the show a long time ago.
Yeah, he's a big name.
So it's a group of Virginia has no idea who I'm talking about.
Not a clue.
Well, he was a stand-up comedian at the comedy club, and I have a group of people. Now, in this group of people, it's some of my friends, and they brought some friends that they're friends with, but I don't know them, and they are hammered off of their butt. I mean, so drunk. And we are pretty close up to the stage, and half of the people didn't really care about the comedian and kept on talking. And somebody had to walk over and say, guys, you need to keep it quiet. We get one warning there. Then Nick Swartzen, the comedian, says, guys, can you please keep it down? One of the guys in the group would not shut up and got offended by the comedian, makes a big deal out of it. They escort the whole group out, and they knew who I was because we do business with them. And I thought for sure I was going to hear about it at work, and no one ever said a thing about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kicked
Yeah.
out.
Of the Palm Beach Improv.
Damn.
Okay. All right. And Denny's has got a story here. Denny's, what is your story?
Back in the college days, I went to a surprise birthday party for it was the girl I was dating and my mutual friend. And we went to surprise. There was like 20 of us hiding in their house. They had a really nice house built for entertainment. And on their porch, they made it into a party setting because when he came over, we were all going to drink and party all night. So we ended up waiting at the house, and we're waiting about 30 minutes, and she gets a text saying that he's going to be about an hour late. He's stuck at work. So we're all sitting around like, oh, my gosh, so now we have to wait around. So we kind of start drinking and stuff and hanging out. And
Okay.
partying.
What else
Get a
you gonna
little
do?
Yes, get a little bit looser. Well, we get the 10-minute warning. He's on his way home, so everybody gets in position. We're all waiting. And they had a sliding door that you could go out and grab a beer. All the beer was outside, so that when he came in, he wouldn't see it. Well, so we had 10 minutes, so I go, all right, I can go grab a beer real quick. But the one thing is you got to close the door because they have a cat. Otherwise, this cat will get out.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. I went out, grabbed a beer, went back, squatted, and I get yelled at because I left the door open. And the lady's like, oh, my cat's going to get out. Don't leave the door open. I'm like, all right, you're cool. We're fine. Well, so my girlfriend at the time is behind the couch with me, and she goes, hey, man, can you go grab me a beer? We're at like probably 3-minute warning now.
Okay.
I go, we got 2 minutes. I don't know. Can we just wait? She's like, no, just go grab me a beer because we're all kind of tipsy at this point. So I sneak off to go get a beer, right? I get back with 1 minute left. I was excited that I could get in and out and quick. And she goes, did you close the door? And I was like, oh. So I really quickly went to sneak out. And as I'm doing it, I hear the door jostling. And then he's about to walk in. I don't know what to do. I panic. I go to jump out the sliding door. And the door is closed. I slam into it right in front of him as he's coming in. He thought he was being robbed. He ran out into the driveway and was calling the police and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had to run out. It ruined the whole surprise. Everybody had to run out and tell him that he's not being robbed, that I jumped into the glass. Like, I left the glass open. How's it closed, you know? They said that I closed it. I was just so drunk I wasn't paying attention. I thought I left it open, but I didn't. So when I went to escape, I slammed into it right in front of him, ruining this surprise for everybody.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I've ruined a surprise party for somebody, too. I get it, dog.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we got Suits, his dad's girlfriend, wrecked the car of a major celeb she worked for. Bird was with a group that got kicked out of the Improv for talking. And Denny's ruined a surprise party. What are you thinking here, Virginia? What do you think might be the lie?
I think they're all true, Kevin.
They're all doable.
I want them all to be true.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk about mine because of certain reasons. The expiration date has passed.
Sure. I guess Jbird. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go Jbird.
I want Suits to be true the most. I want to find out who this major celebrity is, and he gave us that amazing payoff that if it is true, he'll tell us who it is.
I know. I want that to be true so bad.
But because of that, I think it's a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's got us worked up into a lather?
Think he does.
He knows what to do.
That's my guess.
What's the good people saying?
Okay, right now, 41% think you're the liar, Jbird. 35% think it's Denny's. 24% think it's Suits. So people were buying into Suits.
They want to know the celebrity as well.
Being legit, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Nick Swartzen was at the Palm Beach Improv this weekend. I did not even know that.
How topical.
I know.
You weren't kicked out this weekend?
No, I was not.
Okay, all right. I try to find that liar here on the KVJ Show. Is it Suits? He told a story about his dad's girlfriend who had wrecked a car of a major celeb that she had worked for, losing her job. If it's a true story, he's going to tell us who the celebrity is. Bird was with a group of people that got kicked out of the Improv for talking during a Nick Swardson show, and coincidentally, he was just at the Palm Beach Improv this last weekend, so people were thinking maybe that was his inspiration for his lie. And Denny's ruined a surprise party. Going out getting some beers, and there was a cat that was out there.
I mean, the cat ruined the party, actually. If you want
right.
to break it down, I totally blame the cat.
Cat was okay, though, right? People want to know. Cat's all good?
If it's a real story.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, I just want to see that throw him off there. Okay, right now the tally in the KVJ TV chat room thinks that Jbird is the overall liar with 35%, Danny's at 34%, and then Suits at 31%. So it's all pretty close.
Good job, boys.
We got people shook.
Yeah, y'all are slippery.
I'm going with Suits as the liar. Virginia, who's your vote for?
I'm glad I'm not dating any of y'all because I don't trust you. But I'm voting for Jbird.
I'm the liar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You look shady.
That's the long hair.
All of you do. You all dirty hippies.
Okay, so who is the liar here on the KVJ show?
Me,
Oh, we got you.
And did you say Nick Swardson because he was just at the Improv?
No, I honestly, that was a complete coincidence. I just Googled a bunch of comedians and I wanted to pick one that was, it's something came up from 2018 and it was between him and John Mulaney and I went with Nick Swardson.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have went with John Mulaney.
Okay, so Suits, we got to find out then. Who is this celebrity your dad's girlfriend worked for?
He used to live fairly close to where my dad lived on Star Island. She got a job working for Alex Rodriguez when he moved to Florida, and yeah, she completely totaled a very expensive BMW he had, and he did not take it well.
That's amazing.
It was A-Rod.
A-Rod don't like his car wreck.
You didn't take it? Well, do you know what happened?
I don't know. All I know is she was at fault in the accident. I don't know exactly how it happened. I know it was one of those BMW SUVs, like the really nice, expensive ones that cost upwards of $100,000. And
But
yeah,
how mad did he get? Do you know what he did?
I don't know. All I know is she got fired. Like, he did not give her a second chance on that. He was mad from what I heard.
Well, roid rage.
Yeah, he
Your
didn't take it well.
dad lived on Star Island?
No, he did. We lived on Brickell Key.
Oh, okay.
But it was near Star
That's
Island. It
pretty
wasn't too far away.
fancy, too.
Yeah.
You lived on Brickell Key?
Well, that's where he had his condo when my parents got divorced.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you, running with the rich and
yeah.
famous.
Oh, yeah.
Suits got stories.
Oh, Miami. Look at him over there.
Good
How
old days.
fancy. Wow.
Yeah, the Suits is the real 305.
I know.
Mr. 305.
Look
Yeah,
at
he
you.
is. Yeah, he is. All right, so some good stuff. Fascinating. Always love a good story. We were talking about all the action actually happens on South Florida's beaches in the morning. Somebody said, I found several square groupers running on Highland Beach one day.
Wow.
Several, yeah. I think that's it, because all the shady stuff happens, overnight. And so if you're out there first thing in the morning, that's when you're finding, stolen boats that are just drifting and
The early bird gets the square grouper.
Yeah,
I mean, if you found
dead bodies.
You find a square grouper at 4:30 in the morning, I feel like you could take that and no one would know about it.
Yeah, you
Right?
take it, you put it in your running shorts, and you keep running.
I feel like, or if you found, that a big old thing of weed at 4:30 in the morning that washes up on shore.
That's a square grouper.
I thought that was cocaine. I thought weed had a different name.
Yeah, I think weed's supposed to be the square grouper and the cocaine, but I just use square grouper.
Gotcha.
For everything. It's
Whatever.
easier. Yeah.
I mean, you mean tell me the drug lords are watching then?
I don't think they're watching.
Well, the question is, okay, so you have the cocaine, then what do you do with it? I think it only works if, one, you're going to do all that blow, or two, you have a bunch of friends that you already know in a circuit that you could sell it off to.
But then is that when they get you? Is when you give it to someone else?
Yeah, there's that.
And they trace it back. I mean, could they?
Yeah, they can. And there's
Yeah.
there's a Netflix documentary with the guy that had a whole bunch of cocaine, and it's the story about what they can do and how they'll find out. And so he had same thing. He'd found a bunch of cocaine on the beach, and he tried to sell it off. And when you do that, there's loose lips. And an informant told a DEA agent, they set this guy up, and he tried to sell it to a Fed, and boom, got locked up in prison for it.
So you're telling me people who use cocaine aren't trustworthy?
Yeah, that's it, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with it, is having the network to be able to sell it. Just because you have it, the common person doesn't really have that set up.
As soon as you get one person involved, you got a problem of loose lips.
You do, yeah. Somebody else had texted in, too. The same guy that had the square groupers in Highland Beach said also lived on the water across from the Boynton Inlet, and we would frequently find human remains.
Damn.
One of the biggest drug lords in Florida used to have a home right next door to our apartment buildings.
So you would just kill people?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. There's so many crazy stories in South
They
Florida.
had human remains galore. They had nothing, just constant.
That's what they're saying.
Almost as fun as pies galore.
Yeah. Remains galore.
Remains galore. Elbows and legs and fingers. Oh, my.
That
That's
sounds like
crazy.
a big kind of a problem, no?
It's a big problem.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's a big problem if it's your neighbor.
Right.
I'd be like, it's time to move.
I used to be like,
Yes.
this your
Excuse
finger?
me. I keep finding spare limbs washing up onto my beach. Would you mind maybe dispensing of those better?
Yeah, and if your neighbor is a big-time murderer where they're killing people left and right at their place, do you want to move eventually? If they get busted and arrested, but you knew there was all those bodies on that land.
you let them do whatever they want. If their dog's pooping in your yard, you invite it.
Yeah, you don't knock on their door.
If they're throwing your garbage, their garbage, and your garbage, you're like, yeah, go ahead, man. If they take their palm fronds and just throw it into your yard, you're like, yeah, it's all right. I got it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you never complain to the HOA on that guy.
Never.
That's
and you
just
do.
the way it goes.
You list your house.
Yeah, you do. Probably a good thing to do.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
No, boy, Kyle is extremely angry.
Most Kyles are.
You think so? You find that's an angry name?
I do.
Kyles are angry. Well, apparently somebody in his neighborhood has been a drunk jerk, and they keep waking up his family late at night. Kyle is now going on Next Door, and he's ranting to give them a warning. Let's just hope that Kyle's neighbor is not a drug lord. Yeah. I will play the role of Kyle. We'll have Virginia playing the role of Nelson. Bird, you get to be Enid, and Denny's will be Justin. Okay. So here we go. Here's the very angry Kyle. Who is the drunk guy constantly howling like a werewolf at 2 a.m. in the morning? If you're reading this, I'm literally going to come and punch you right in the face. How dare you wake me and my family up? If I find you, it is on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, I know who he is. He's a guest of the Landon family. The Landons think they own the block. It's been going on all week. Their grandkids are in town for spring vacation. Damn those Landons.
Well, you know what? I've got no issue beating up grandkids.
Damn.
Point out this douche to me so I know who I'm thrashing.
I don't condone violence, Kyle. But this one time, I'd make an exception. This drunk asshat had my dogs going crazy because of his stupid drunk antics. I know I sound like a broken record, but damn those Landons.
Here comes Justin. Oh, I know who you all are talking about. That family is hardcore into drugs. They're like the Ozark family in our area. I wouldn't mess around.
Whatever, Justin. I don't sweat that family. I don't care who you are. You wake me and my kids up, and I'm kicking your ass. Who the hell do these Landons think they are?
I know I'm late to the conversation, but I heard the Landons have a pet lion in their backyard that they keep hidden. It's the biggest house in the area, and they definitely have yard for it. This lion is badass, I've heard. Anybody else hear this?
Oh, they definitely have a lion and an F-ton of monkeys. They are a legit boss family.
Again, I don't care. I will fight their grandkids. I'll fight them all. I don't care if they are drug dealers. I'll fight their lions. If you wake my family up late at night, you'll be dealing with me. And I'm a lot tougher than any lion. And I don't get enough sleep. I am angry. Tell the Landons they pissed off the wrong neiber.
Are you
good luck, Kyle.
Are you scared of Kyle or the Landons?
Kyle's going to get eaten by the lion.
Yeah.
Y'all are never going to hear from Kyle again.
Human remains.
He's a
Were we
lion.
just saying if your neighbor is a drug lord, you just let that neighbor do what he wants to do?
Yes.
I mean, maybe you do move eventually, but yeah, while he's there, if they got a lion, you're like, oh, cute kitty. You know? You just let it go.
Damn those Landons.
Damn the Landons. Yeah. Okay, in another post here, Marty has some very strong opinions about sex workers getting health insurance. Well, it's just a random topic, isn't it?
Why do you care, Marty?
It's everywhere.
Okay, we'll have here Virginia playing the role of Marty today. Bird, you can be Beth. I'll be Vanessa. And then Denny's, you'll be Bud. Okay. All right, here we go. Marty.
All right. I just read that sex workers want health insurance. That's hilarious. And also, where I come from, they're not called sex workers. They're hookers and strippers.
What is so hilarious about wanting health insurance? Every human should be given that basic right. Just because you're a sex worker, it doesn't mean you don't deserve the right for good health coverage.
Oh, give me a break, Beth. A hooker knows the risks of being a hoe. Stop trying to normalize perversion. Hookers don't deserve health insurance. What's next? Full coverage for serial killers?
Bitch, don't stop snapping at me. You barely know my ass. I have an OnlyFans account, and I'm also an exotic dancer. We do deserve health insurance, and quite frankly, we deserve respect. The word hooker is outdated. Try and keep up with everyone, Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh, I'm so shocked. You're a stripper, Beth. You called me a bitch because you didn't agree with my opinion. So classy. With a mouth like that, no wonder you're a professional hoe.
Damn.
My brother is a roofer in New York, and he can't get health insurance. If he can't get health insurance, hookers and strippers shouldn't get it either.
We all deserve health insurance. My girlfriend is a dancer, and the owner of the club gets all the dancers covered by an insurance policy that he picks out. He pays for it all. Now that's how you take care of your employees. He's the nicest exotic dancer club owner ever. Shout out to Lenny to always keeping his dancers healthy.
Lenny! Please. Women who take off their clothes for money are pure trash. Have some respect for yourself, ladies. What are you going to tell your kids when they get older? Hey, son, your mommy was a skank. I feel so bad for the children of strippers and hoes. Shed a tear.
You're just jealous, Vanessa, because you're built like a giant wildebeest. Ain't nobody want to pay for that hot mess of a body. Your ass is so lumpy, looks like you got 6 ass cheeks in there.
Oh.
Here comes Bud again. I'd pay good money to see a woman that had 6 ass cheeks.
Yes. Yes. Just where do you put the dollar bills? Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, if you see any kind of fun digital drama on any social media platform, all you have to do is just screenshot it and then send it to us, mail@kvjshow.com.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, it looks like your boy Elon Musk is making money moves and is now the single largest shareholder in Twitter. He bought a 9.2% stake in the company yesterday, and they say it probably cost him about $3.5 billion.
Wow.
That's chump change.
How about that, huh?
Twitter stock rose after the announcement. His net worth went up after the announcement by $1 billion. So you spend $3.5 billion and your money goes up $1 billion. Wow.
Yeah, he is really kind of, he's been very vocal on Twitter, and he's a person that uses a lot. And a lot of what he's been saying, he feels like there's been some censorship that has gone on, and he feels like Twitter is trying to slow down or at least control the free flow of thoughts, and he's been very critical about that. And so I guess he put his money where his mouth is and says, all right, so I'm going to buy a large stake in this, 9%. They believe he's probably going to ask for a board seat, so he has some controlling interest as well and can help make decisions.
Yeah, I saw somebody interviewing people from Twitter. They were on the board, and it was about they were kind of being put to the fire about censoring stuff, and you're trying to give them a chance, and as they're speaking and they're giving their answer, you go, I think they're censoring people.
Yeah, that's what he thinks as well. And so that's just one of his problems, where he just doesn't like that there is a gatekeeper that is controlling what ideas get. Even if you don't like the ideas, he believes the ideas need to be out there. And he also suggested, too, an edit button, and did his own little poll, and 75% of the people responded that, yeah, you need to be able to edit your tweet after you send it. Have you ever done that, where you send out a tweet?
Yes.
It's great and it's doing really well, and you realize you had a major misspelling on there, and you look like a dumbass. You're
all the time.
Do I get rid of the great interaction I've got, or do I continue to look like a dumbass?
And here comes the grammar police. It's there, THEIR.
Yeah.
Why don't they have the edit button, and why is it so controversial that he's asking for it? Every other platform has one.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done that. It seems like a no-brainer. It seems like a lot of people like it. And, if he gets a say, and it sounds like that's why he's in there, because he had talked about doing his own social media platform, but probably realized when it comes to design, launching, marketing, all that stuff, it's going to take a while. There have been other people that have tried recently to try to launch their own social media platform, and they haven't really taken off that well.
It takes a minute.
It is, and we may be to the point of saturation, market saturation, where people are like, we don't really need any more social media platforms. I feel like we got something that covers everything we need. So I guess he feels like it's easier to take one that's already established and change what he doesn't like about it. Looks like he's trying to do that.
Britney Spears has confirmed that she is, in fact, writing a memoir, and in it will address everything. The whole breakup with Justin Timberlake. She also is still going in on her mom and sister, saying things like, look, my mom and sister both got to write books about their experience with me, and I wasn't even allowed to drive my own car or get a cup of coffee or go into Target. They just forced me to work. I was never heard. I was screaming on the inside, and no matter what I said, it was always looked down upon. Wow. Yeah, she's definitely coming for the mom and the sister, and she needs to come for the dad, too. They're all in this together. And finally here, where is Will Smith? When it all went down, I guess Will Smith got scooped up by the Crown Prince of Dubai and flown to the Middle East, where I guess he still is. I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's like cooling his jets in the Middle East.
Maybe not a bad idea if you just wanted to get away. And keep in mind, if he's in Los Angeles, everywhere he goes, paparazzi, he wouldn't be able to, he'd be a prisoner in his own home. And now he can go to Dubai, and if anybody tries to take his photo there, they chop their arm off. So So it's a lot easier to get around.
And he's off probably social media. And he was very, very active on social, especially right before the Academy Awards. So I think he's doing a Yoda. He's going out to the Dagobah system and just chilling, kind of getting his head together.
I don't understand the reference, but I get the context.
Kevin knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's wanted to disappear for a little while and let things cool down.
I don't think Jada is with him. A lot of people are saying that they believe he went alone because he's gone alone a lot to meet up with this Crown Prince of Dubai before. Yeah. These two are the boys. They hang out.
Yeah, that's where he used the guy's gym to get rid of his dad bod, and he also did a premiere of the Bad Boys movie there in Dubai, and they typically don't do big movie premieres there. So, so they're tight.
Probably doesn't suck to have the Crown Prince as a friend.
I bet he has a few dollars.
Yeah. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay, lots of interesting comments coming in. I can't believe how many people have found themselves some cocaine on the beach.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody said, Kev, keep in mind, too, that cocaine is totally uncut. So,
I love Kevin's cocaine playlist he uses.
Yeah.
It's only music heard on Narcos.
Yeah, it is,
I love it.
Yeah.
By the way, if a band would learn the Narcos theme and play that out at events, I think that would be awesome.
I agree. Okay. Somebody else said that, I found a gallon baggie of weed tucked in the rocks at the Boynton Inlet. It was just before sunrise. Nobody was around. I grabbed it to throw it in the trash by the lifeguard station, and that's the exact moment a cop started driving by slowly. I freaked out. Luckily, I didn't get busted. But yeah, how do you explain that? No, I just found it on the beach. I was going to throw it away. Sure, you were going to throw it away.
So the cop had nothing to do with it then? It was just coincidence?
No, he was throwing it away, and the cop was driving by all slow. He's afraid the cop was going to think that it was his.
All right, what a sting.
If you're not going to use it, don't pick it up, dummy.
She's mad you threw away all that.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna use it, then leave it where it is. Why would you touch it to go throw it away and possibly get busted carrying it when you were never going to use it in the first place? You're kind of setting yourself up to be in big trouble.
And I wonder, too, let's say from Palm Beach County down to Dade County, how often does this happen to where some drugs float up on shore? Is it once a year?
Pretty regular. I mean, you look at how much cocaine is coming up through South Florida and for the rest of the country and elsewhere. It's a lot. It's just how much gets dropped.
But you think this is something that happens maybe once a month, probably? That prevalent?
Don't have those numbers, Bird.
You're just sad because you're here working with us and you can't go comb the beaches.
Well, I got to go do that on the weekends. I don't know if I want to find drugs. It sounds like an anxiety attack.
Yeah. One other comment said, we have a friend that's a DEA agent, and we found a square grouper that washed up on the beach in Isla Mirada, and he told us if it's drugs, definitely call the authorities, but if it's money, keep it.
Oh.
If it's money... But I'd be so paranoid. I just bought a sub. Is it traceable? See what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm. I think what you just have to do is go and get one of those safety security boxes at the bank and put it there. Let it just sit there for a few months and see what happens.
Yeah, you find all that money. I think you should wait a couple of years to even spend $1. Just put it away.
Just because you don't know. Just let this ride out, see what happens. If nobody says anything.
The money would be gone in a week.
We'd buy boats and cars and lots of strippers and blow.
Casey hit us up on the WRMF app. She said, my 9-year-old found a brick of weed on the beach in Martin County. So,
did he smoke it?
I mean, it's Martin County, so.
Mommy, look what I got.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Crazy.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of do it, bitch. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
Okay, Burb really don't want to lose today because there's some crawfish milk waiting for the loser.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's tough. It's going to be a tough round today.
And this milk with that is thick.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
Only thing worse would be to drink it out in the hot sun.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It is going to be warm today if you want to go outside.
All right, who's going to be drawing for the pairings today for our teams? Virginia, draw out your partner.
Okay. My partner will be Denny's.
Okay.
Look at that.
Hey.
And Denny's.
Look at this.
in this. Okay, I believe Denny's agreed to be.
I will be guessing.
Guesser.
Virginia
will be the gambler. So we've got Jbird and Suits.
I'm gambling.
You are gambling. Suits is guessing. Okay.
Oh.
All right, so here we go. A lot riding on the line
Oh,
here.
my hands are already clammy. I mean, crawfish is my kryptonite,
It's
dog.
funny that you say your hands are clammy because I brought some clam juice to add to the crawfish milk and make it real fun.
Beautiful. That's great.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and she's not on my team. Oh, this is evil. This is a bad day.
gosh.
Look, clam juice.
Okay, we're going to start off
Wow.
with Team Virginia and Denny's. The first topic here is candy with multiple colors in one pack. Candy with multiple colors in one pack. Virginia, how many can Denny's name in 10 seconds?
Okay, so there's a lot. All the fruity ones. I think Denny's can name 5.
Okay. All right, Jbird, what do you think about with Suits? How many can he name in 10 seconds?
Sweet Suits can definitely name 6 with authority.
Okay. Virginia, you think we want to go to 7 or you want to put Suits to the fire here?
I feel like Denny's can do 7.
Okay. What you thinking, Bird?
Do it, bitch.
Okay. That's it with authority.
That was an aggressive.
You got this, Denny's.
Yeah. Denny's, 7 in 10 seconds. Candy with multiple colors in one pack. Your time begins now.
Peppermint, Pez, M&M's, Skittles, Runts, Mike and Ike's. Let's see. I can't think. That was 6.
Oh, my God.
Oh, just fell short. Lifesavers, Sour Patch Kids.
Gummy bears.
Gummy
Oh,
bears.
my God.
There's so many. That's tough.
Oh, that is a tough one. That is a tough one.
Tic Tac.
Jbird and Suits score first here.
Damn it.
With
This
the
game,
miss.
dog.
Oh, I haven't guessed in a long time either. So
It's a
minutes.
challenge. Challenge.
It is a muscle. You got to work it out.
it is.
Next up for Jbird and Suits, we'll take you with topic number 2 here. Best out of 5 is the winner today. We're going to go with TV spinoffs now. Jbird, how many can Suits name in 10 seconds? TV spinoffs.
Snoots can do 3 spinoffs.
Okay. All right. 3. Virginia, what do you about Denny's here? How many can he do?
3 is a lot. Can he do 4? 4. Okay, I'm gonna go. He can do 4.
Okay. Denny's can do 4 spinoffs.
That's a lot.
Jbird, are you going to raise the stakes? You're going to make Denny's work again.
Suits can do 5.
Okay.
Do it, bitch.
Wow. Suits has got to do 5 TV spinoffs in 10 seconds. Suits, your time begins now.
You got the Cleveland Show. You've got Joey. You've got Fuller House. You've got Punky Brewster. You've got.
Oh, that's so hard.
Gosh, it's such a barn burner.
That was so hard.
Such a barn burner.
That's tough.
That's so tough.
Yeah. You got Young Sheldon.
Oh, Young Sheldon.
Freeze a cloud.
Sam and Cat was a spinoff.
Frasier.
Frasier was the only other one I had.
Jeffersons, The Bachelorette's a spinoff.
Oh, that's right.
Jeez, I didn't
There's
think
a
of
The
it.
ton.
Batch.
Facts of Life. Facts of Life spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hard.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Virginia and Denny's get a point.
they're in
It
the
is
mix.
tied at 1 apiece.
It always comes down to 2, 2, and then a final one. Always.
Okay, yeah, it's crazy how it works out. All right, next up, we're on round 3, tied 1 apiece. Goes back to Virginia and Denny's. We're going to be doing dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
Types of dinosaurs
Oh my
here.
gosh.
Open the door,
Oh,
get
no.
on the floor.
Everybody walk that dinosaur.
Virgi-
Boom, boom, shakalaka, boom, 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 shakalaka, boom, boom.
What a random song, by the way.
Sorry, Kevin.
That's all right. Sing it out.
Kevin just has to step aside.
I sing when I'm nervous.
Okay, Virginia, how many can Denny's name in 10 seconds?
I feel like I would do terrible at dinosaurs, but he's a guy. Guys know dinosaurs, right? Like, I feel like Denny's can name 3 dinosaurs.
Okay, all right, 3. Jbird, what about with Suits?
Suits can name 4.
Okay. Virginia?
5 dinosaurs. I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot of dinosaurs. Denny's can name 5 dinosaurs.
Bird, what are you thinking?
Suits can name 6.
6?
Yeah, he can. Yes.
Whoa. Absolutely. 6.
All right, do it, bitch.
Okay, 6 dinosaurs in 10 seconds. Suits, your time begins now.
Velociraptor, T-Rex, Triceratops. You've got a pterodactyl. You've got. I don't have any names.
Oh, it's so hard.
Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus.
Oh, it's so tough.
Triceratops.
I don't know my dinosaurs.
Velociraptor, I think, was in there.
I thought you were
He said
Jurassic.
Velociraptor.
I thought you loved Jurassic, dog. Damn it.
Oh, that was a tough one.
He's a cretaceous
yeah,
guy.
when Bird took it to 6, it's like, oh boy, here we go. Here we
The
go.
lick a lot of tots. That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
All right, Virginia and Denny's
Oh,
have a 2-1
God.
lead.
Oh,
They're 1 away
gosh.
from a win.
It doesn't matter.
Crawfish.
Crawfish milk.
1 away from a win. It's back to Jbird and Suits, though. You get to call the shots. You started off here. Okay, we're going to go with countries that begin and end with the letter A. Countries that begin and end with the letter A.
What? Kevin,
Yeah.
how dare you?
Okay.
That's a hard
I
one.
mean, jeez.
Oh, my brain just broke. Do I even know one?
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, Bird.
Suits can name 2.
Suits can name 2. Virginia, what do you think about with Denny's?
Wait, is it countries or states, or is it just countries?
It's just countries, Virginia.
Countries.
That begin and end with the letter A.
I mean, Suits can name 2.
I think we've broken Virginia.
I mean, it's just so hard.
Countries?
Countries, Virginia. Yes.
I can't even think of 2.
Okay.
But Denny's is smarter than me.
Okay. Maybe there's only 2. Maybe that's it.
Oh, damn.
Virginia, we need an answer here.
Denny's can name 3.
Okay. All right, Jbird, what about with Suits?
Do it, bitch.
Okay, Denny's has got to name 3 countries that begin and end with the letter A in 10 seconds. Your time begins now.
Antarctica, Antarctica, America. That's all I can think of.
He did
Alaska, but that's a state.
Yeah, Australia, Argentina, Armenia, Angola, Algeria, Antigua.
He did it.
America?
America.
America counts.
Yeah.
United
What are you,
States of
not
America.
patriotic, Suits?
Yeah,
It's,
we'll go
it's
for
the
it.
United
it's a word.
States
Yeah.
of America. though.
You'll go with, you'll
Certain
call it
you.
America. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the
Call it
Americas.
America. Yeah, I'm going to give him that point for that. And that means it's over.
We gotta see though. I know there's always the do it bitch aftermath.
Yeah.
I
That's
never
a
want to
3-1 win.
Now you guys won.
That's a 3-1 win.
I can't do any prolonged. No, it's this.
Oh, what's that?
That's the hardest round ever, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
That
Damn
was a
it.
hard round.
Okay, that is a loss for Jbird and Suits. We're going to pour them a delicious, sparkly cold cup of crawfish milk.
Oh, this one's going to be real nice.
Does the body good, by the way.
Now with extra clam juice.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be really good.
Clam juice, huh?
Yeah.
We're adding that in there all of a sudden. We get
Guess so. Virginia's the
an
chef.
addendum to the program.
Virginia's the chef.
I layer my soups, and so I'm layering my crawfish milk. I'm making it more tasty.
Yeah, you're right. There's always something happens here with Do It Bitch. And again, we've got a little bit of contention today because we were talking about countries that end and begin with the letter A, and Denny's named 3, but one he said was Antarctica, which is a continent. Australia would work because it is a continent and a country. So unfortunately, Denny's only got 2 out of 3. He needed the 3, and he stopped short. So that point is actually going to even it up at 2 apiece.
It always comes down to this.
Always comes down to this. So we go back to Virginia and Denny's getting started off here in the 5th and final round. Whoever wins this is going to be free of drinking crawfish milk Bird's back in the game.
I just feel like
This is ridiculous.
The roller coaster of emotion.
the roller coaster of emotion. This is worse than Saw.
Okay, here's our final category. All right, Virginia, we're going to go with words associated with teeth. Words that are associated with teeth. Things that you would talk about when you're talking about teeth. Anything that applies to teeth.
All right. Well, there's a lot.
There is, yeah.
Boy,
Could
this
be
won't,
a lot.
this won't be contentious or confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, Denny's is a man of oral hygiene. If he's anything, he cares about them chompers.
Okay.
I'm going to say Denny's can name 7 things that have to do with teeth.
Okay. Strong number. Okay, Jbird, what do you think about with suits?
Do it, bitch.
Okay, 7 in 10 seconds. Denny's has got a name. This is for the win. Your 10 seconds begins now.
Canine molars, braces, gums, plaque, gingivitis, dental pick, a water pick, dentite.
Got you at 8. That is a win. Oh,
Denny's! On the tooth question.
There you go.
I don't think I got it. I don't think I understood it.
Anything that had to work with teeth.
Yeah,
right?
I was kind of.
Yeah.
Whatever. Give me the crawfish milk.
Oh. No,
Okay.
no build up. We're just going to go right into it.
Yeah. Well, I just had to put it to bed there.
Suits.
Yeah.
Come get your tasty crawfish milk.
Odd topic.
Denny seemed to get it.
Denny's got it great.
Yeah, he did very well with it.
Are you mad?
He's not happy.
He wants to fight me.
I don't want to fight you. I want you to disappear. There's a difference. I'm a pacifist.
Okay, Virginia, why don't you serve that up? Hot and cold, some crawfish milk. What does it taste like when you take milk and mix a little bit of crawfish and clam juice with it?
I'm serving it chilled, like the same way you would have it on your breakfast cereal.
Okay, lovely.
It's a soup. It's a meal. It's fun.
All right, let's see what we got there. Okay. All right, Bird's got some.
it is Gnarls Barkley, man. so what, I shoot it?
Shoot it and
Take a
chew
nice
it.
shot of it, yeah.
I don't have to shoot. I
You got
just
chunks
shoot.
in there?
Yeah, well, she put.
There's big chunks.
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. All right,
Oh,
Bird's gonna
God.
shoot it.
You might choke.
Okay. Crawfish milk, yum, yum, yum. How bad is this going to be? How bad could it be? Oh, okay. A little bit came out of Bird's mouth. He's chewing and swallowing and oh man. Oh, he's recoiling. Oh, keep it down, baby. Keep it down, baby. Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh, it's forced his way back up. Okay, can he keep it down? Oh, he's whoa. He's doing that dog move where they go blah, blah, and there we go. And it's out. It wouldn't go down. It wouldn't go down. There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's
so weird. My taste buds work for that.
it's down and out. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, Suits.
This is when you wish you had long COVID.
Yeah.
Here's-
God, that was so.
Better or worse than you thought it was going to be.
It was the whole.
Yeah, it's
the
terrible.
whole back 3 minutes has been worse than I thought I could have been. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, 4-4, we got this.
Yeah.
He blew it out of the water with
2-2. Yeah. All right.
2-2.
Whatever. There's just numbers.
Oh God.
Okay.
You ready, Suits?
Suits.
Not
is
really,
gonna-
but I guess I have to be.
Show it.
Okay, crawfish milk for Suits.
It
For
looks
losing,
so
do it,
gnarly.
bitch. See what you got
My
here.
garbage at. All right, here we
It's
go.
delicious. Okay, Suits is working his way down. Okay. Oh, he's
Oh, boy.
recoiling a bit himself.
He is
He's
shaking.
Oh, he's got them little. He's got them
Kevin
deer leg
spilled.
shakes. Oh,
It's
it's
on his suit. He's got crawfish milk on his suit.
Suits just.
From the dry cleaner
Oh, Suits got it all over the
yesterday. I went
suit.
to the dry cleaner yesterday. You're going back today, bud.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Dry cleaner gonna love you.
That is nothing short of horrific. It's so bad.
It's that bad.
I know it sounds like we're putting act. No, that was horrible.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Oh, the anger.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So crawfish milk is not a good idea.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Disgusting. All right.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
This person want to know if they're the jerk for shutting down their family vacation. It says, my family and I had made reservations for a week-long trip to Disney with my girlfriend and her 2 kids. Unfortunately, my job has now scheduled me for a seminar the exact same week, and we are struggling to find the same reservations we have for another week when we can now make it. Well, after 4 days of frustration, my husband suggested that he still take our kids and my friend and her kids on the original vacation we had booked. He says, why should everybody and the kids have to miss out on something they so looked forward to? Well, selfishly, I don't want to be left out of a long overdue family vacation. But also, I don't like the idea of my husband being on vacation with a single mom who's my friend. Even if she is my friend, it just doesn't feel right to me. Am I the jerk if I'm the one jeopardizing the vacation with the kids that we were looking forward to because I can't go? Is she being a jerk and being selfish? Because she's like, I don't want you guys going without me.
I don't think they should go without her. I think that if the whole family can't go together, then they need to reschedule. And it does look weird. If your husband is taking like a single mom and they're going to look like one big happy family and you're not there and they're going to be pictures on Facebook and everybody's going to be talking like, what the hell?
It's just odd, right?
It's odd.
Yeah.
I know what your husband's saying, but you have to just figure it out and reschedule the trip. You can't go without mama.
Yeah, it's got to be a family vacation, right?
Right. And the work is what pays for these vacations.
Yeah.
So when work switches things up on you, you've got to be able to make the adjustment because without the job, you don't get to have the vacation.
Yeah, if mama can't go, ain't nobody going to go. I think that's completely fair.
I think that's totally fair. And just, it feels awkward that your husband wants to go with a single mom without you.
I mean, maybe he just said and didn't really think through, everything and how it would look.
The optics, dude.
Yeah. That's not good. Not good.
I don't even know
Are you okay?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
All I hear is Bird over there.
Crawfish milk. Crawfish milk's working him over.
Oh, I know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Oh, he's pissed.
It's tough, yeah. It turned so fast, too.
Crawfish milk makes you angry, it turns out.
I lost twice, so it's a double loss.
Yeah. You got your hopes up
There
for a
was
second.
hope involved.
Yeah.
Just when you think that you've won Do It Bitch, that's what Do It Bitch wants you to think.
It was a total Bill Buckner loss. Google Bill Buckner.
Okay, another email here. Am I the jerk for pushing my friend to pay off his bet? The last 3 years, my best friend and I always bet on the Super Bowl. We always make a goofy wager where the loser has to pay it off. The first 2 years, I lost, so I had to do some goofy stuff. I had to shave off both my eyebrows the first year, and then I had to do a reverse mohawk the second year I lost.
Ooh.
Well, that's why I was so pumped for winning the Super Bowl bet this year, because it was a big payoff. The loser had to get a tattoo of the winner's face on their back. So now after my team wins the Super Bowl, I'm expecting my best friend to get my face tattooed on his back, and we're talking 2 months after the Super Bowl and still no tattoo. He says that he can't do it now because his girlfriend doesn't approve of it.
Uh-oh.
And he's not going to pay off the bet. I know this sounds silly, but I'm really pissed. I paid off all my bets. My family thinks I need to just drop it, but I'm still trying to get him to get this tattoo. He says that I'm making his life tough by pushing the issue. Do I need to let it go or keep pushing?
Okay, this is one of them silly things, but it's silly to most people, but it's not really about the tattoo. It's about his friend breaking the word. They had a pact, they had a bond.
Yeah.
The one guy's always going through it, going through the fire, setting himself on fire to keep everybody warm. He's doing the job. Then when the other friend backs out of it, it's like, screw you, man. I thought we were in this together. It's more than the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your friend is shady for welching on the bet because he should be doing it. And it has nothing to do with this girl. She needs to stay out of it.
Oh, you're getting Yoko Ono, dog.
But you might have to wait until they break up for him to get the tattoo because she's putting herself all in it.
It's not about the tattoo. Do you agree?
I do agree.
Well, I think in a sense the tattoo wasn't really a fair bet considering what they'd done before because everything else in previous years had been something that's temporary.
But they're stepping it up each year,
Yeah.
which that's what all of us should do. we should challenge ourselves each year to make the bet more intense.
Well, don't agree to the bet then.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's
You
putting a
shouldn't.
gun to your head.
Yeah.
You're a big boy.
Yeah, I don't know that I keep pushing because it just seems aggressive and whatever, but I don't think I would ever make another bet with this guy. And if he comes back next year, be like, yeah, I'll make a bet when you pay off the last one.
Your friend is the jerk for not being cool, but I would just suggest this. Let it go. There's way bigger things in life to get angry about. Still be his friend, but Kevin's right. Don't do any more goofy bets with it. You know where where he stands now.
Let it go, but I don't know if you can be his friend, actually. I think your friendship is going to kind of drift apart now.
Yeah, hold on to a grudge and let anger set into your heart.
Yeah, and she's the
It's
one
good
that
for
you
you,
really
right?
should. She's the one that you should really hate.
Yes, in the Book of Virginia, carry around hate with you.
Yes, it's great for the soul.
Carry it like a designer purse, baby.
That's right. And what about this? Am I the jerk for thinking I deserve some money? It says I started a lottery pool at work 4 years ago, and each week I collect everybody's money and I make sure the tickets are purchased. Last Friday, my child had an accident and I had to rush to the hospital. I wasn't able to collect all the money and get everybody's info at work, so another coworker decided to do it. Long story short, the numbers I play every week came in, but I didn't buy a ticket because of my kid. My one coworker still played my numbers, though, and then won, and now is refusing to give me any of the winnings. When other coworkers missed work, I always included them in the betting, even if they weren't there. It's only $10 to get in the betting pool each week. I didn't give the money because I was at the hospital. I would have won $900. Am I a jerk for insisting that I get my money?
I don't think you're a jerk because this was such a... Your kid's in the hospital. You're the one always running it, and the only reason why you did not give the money is because your kid was at the hospital.
I feel like we've done this one before, but I still think that Jbird's right. Your kid was in the hospital.
Well, okay, me and you do a betting pool every week, and then Rocco is sick. You have to go. I still play your numbers and put your money. I know
You win.
and I know you're good for it.
You know I'm good for it.
I'm gonna be a jerk and not give you part of that.
Yeah, your coworker's a douche.
Yeah, they're being jerks. The nice thing would be to give you a cut of the money, absolutely, since you've done it for other people before. But, when you get in this situation, there's nothing you can do to force them to give you $900. And if they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it, and they're the jerks. And so what are you going to do about it? And then just be like, okay, well, then I get that's what it is. If somebody's out, then you're just out for the day and you're not into the lottery winning. Now, you'll probably never win it ever again. So, unfortunately, this is going to only affect you. But, yeah, I don't know what else you do.
I don't know, man. Especially if it's a coworker. You're obviously close enough that you're doing bets together. $900, I get, it's a lot of money, but I'm breaking y'all off a piece. Of
course.
You should. And I think that, but I mean, she's wanting to know if she's the jerk, if she keeps pressing the issue. It's kind of like with the other one. I mean, when you run up against a wall, all you can do is say, hey, it upsets me and I think you should. I've done it for other people. You know what? If you're not going to do it, that's on you. And they may be like, fine, I don't care. It's $900, B.
Yeah, we'll be like, okay, karma's going to get you, and then get a voodoo doll on them.
Some people are going to say, well, no, she wasn't there. She missed out. That's her bad. Well, that means you're the jerk then.
Yeah, they're the jerks. And
you're a jerk.
All you can do is just say that you're not happy with it. And the one thing you do is maybe just stop doing the lottery pool with everybody else. Be like, you know what? I lost my taste for it. Man, I'm out.
Money does make people turn into complete monsters.
It changes people.
Yep.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Ow!
All right, just about 7 minutes away from calling out our first name of the day for KVJ's Double Your Paycheck. You don't want to miss out on that. Free easy money. Got more drawbridge problems here in South Florida. I mean, my gosh, how many stories have we had now?
So many.
Of course, you had the well-publicized death that had happened on the bridge going over to Palm Beach. There was the other story that had happened was in Boynton. They had the Daytona Beach guy. And now there is video of some drawbridge problems at the Cato Drawbridge in Jupiter.
I saw this. This is my bridge.
Yeah.
We go swimming, snorkeling all the time. The kids jump off of Cato's bridge, even though you're not supposed to.
I've been there when they've done it. It was giving me an anxiety attack. I'm like, don't jump, kids, please, no.
Yeah, this is the bridge that connects Jupiter and the Jupiter Inlet over the Intercoastal Waterway on Beach Road, east of US 1. The video shows the bridge crushing a pontoon boat that was parked underneath as the bridge was being raised.
You're not supposed to park a boat under there anyway. It's their fault for doing that.
Yeah, they're trying to sort out exactly whose fault it was. And I saw Al Peffley out there. He was heckling the bridge tender. He's like, well, whose job is it? Do you look under the bridge before you raise it? What's going on? Al Peffley.
No, you're not supposed to have a boat under that part of the bridge because that's not the main thoroughfare. And in fact, at low tide, parts of that little area are way too shallow to put a boat.
And just know this, if you see Peffley on the scene, it is going down.
Oh, I know.
My man gets answers.
If I ever see Al Peffley outside of my house, I know I really screwed up.
You're done. Oh, Peffley is going to spell your name right.
Kids out the back door, we got Peffley out front.
Right. Peffley always gets his name right.
Peffley gets it right. He gets your details. Oh, you're done, Kev.
If you're a business and you see Peffley walking in, oh crap, we're getting shut down.
Yep. Don't know if you saw this, but the state of New York is sending a message to Floridians when it comes to the so-called Don't Say Gay law. New York City Mayor Eric Andrews has announced the launch of a series of digital billboards that are going to be coming out statewide here in Florida, not in New York. Now, each billboard is going to be running New York City $4,000 a month because they have an ample amount of cash they don't know what to do with. So they're going to buy billboards in Florida. He says that New York supports the LGBTQ community, and the signs will invite Florida residents to move back to New York or to move there for the first time if they feel discriminated against. You know, we took so much of their population.
Yeah.
And now they're fighting back and saying, we're going to use this as our way in to say, hey, if you don't like this law that Florida just passed, come to New York. So we got a fight going on between the residents here.
So basically, it's an advertisement, sort of.
It is. It's an advertisement to go to New York if you are LGBTQ and you feel like you are not being represented by this law and you don't like it. Maybe you pack and go to New York, where they say you definitely feel wanted here. The billboards are now up in West Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale this week, and they're going to be there until the end of May. So you'll probably see them. It says "Don't Say Gay" on it a lot. It says "Come to New York," and that's it. So that's what they're doing, marketing to Floridians.
I remember as a kid, and I'm not sure why, but Tennessee, they were always running commercials, advertisements for Tennessee, a song for you in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I always wondered why. Why did Tennessee go all in on Florida with their advertisement? It just was odd to me. No other state did that but Tennessee.
There, different areas know who to market to. Like Tennessee has a tourism commission, and they sit down and they do a lot of extensive market research, and they figure out, okay, a lot of people from Florida, they like Tennessee because they can drive, it's close, different climate, we got hills, they don't. Like, there's a bunch of different things they look at, and they go, you know what, let's spend marketing money in West Palm Beach because they'll come to Tennessee.
Is that what New York's doing? Are they taking social issues and taking that and hiding under the umbrella of let's get tourism back and let's get people back here?
Yeah, like I said, they have lost a lot of taxable revenue in that state. They have lost a lot of people, and it's starting to get to the point where it is going to hurt them because they're losing the kind of people you don't want, the people that have a lot of money that you can put a lot of taxes on. And so they're trying to do something. So this is their doubling down and investing, saying, hey, maybe we can create a wedge and try to get some of these disenfranchised Floridians who feel like the state's no longer for them to come to New York. So this is their whole ploy. Now, is it worth $4,000 a billboard? I don't know. Obviously, they think it is. So that's their plan, and they're using this divisive issue to try to get people to the state. We'll see if it works or not. Yesterday, a woman in Oregon went on trial for allegedly murdering her husband 4 years ago. And coincidentally, in 2001, she wrote an essay called How to Murder Your Husband.
But what did he do?
Well, apparently she just wanted to try to get his money from a life insurance policy, so he didn't do anything. They just had money problems, and so she offed him to try to get that.
Don't mind my friend over here. She's a man-hating witch.
Yeah, he was just living his
No,
life.
I'm just an investigative journalist like Al Peffley.
He's just trying to be loyal to his woman and live out a good life, and no, because of money, she took him out.
Why did he do? Hide in the bushes.
Oddly enough, this essay, How to Murder Your Husband, though, cannot be brought up in court.
What?
Yes. the
She wrote it.
The judge won't allow it.
Are you kidding me?
So that's solely up to the judge. If there was another judge would go,
Could be,
I will allow it. Wow, that's
Could
a
be.
lot of power, man.
Yeah. That's why you gotta. That's why when you go vote on judges, do your research. Voting on a judge is not just like, judge, who cares? Well, one day you might actually care.
Well, you always think there's a committee of sorts where people go, oh yeah, they have a lot of say in the decision, but there's a couple other people. You're telling me they make the
Judge got a lot of power.
She wrote a paper on how to kill a husband. And she had killed a
Not
husband.
admissible. Yeah.
And it's not admissible. I don't get. She must have the best lawyer ever.
Yeah. Crazy, huh?
I killed my coworker who does the dirt of the day. I swear, it's got nothing to do with Virginia. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh,
You better bring a friend with that bitch ass grip. You ain't taking me down.
I know. You can't kill a witch. It's tough.
You need water and a house to land on her.
Yes.
A man on a Southwest Airlines flight from Seattle to Phoenix is facing federal charges for pulling down his pants and pleasuring himself at least 4 times in front of a woman, beginning shortly after takeoff. He was taken off.
Wow. 4 times?
Yeah,
How did he get past the first time doing it?
Here's the whole thing I don't really get. The woman seated next to him noticed the lewd behavior and began taking pictures. And then apparently he whipped himself into a frenzy and then fell asleep after about an hour. And then she told the crew member about what she saw, and they took her to another seat. And then they brought in the authorities when they landed, and apparently he thought it was kind of kinky. At least that's what he told the cops when they questioned him.
This story sounds weird.
Yeah.
She's filming. She doesn't go to anybody.
What's her TikTok?
He passes out because
Yeah.
he works himself into a complete.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Oh, I mean, it is. It can be Virginia.
He now has a lifetime ban from Southwest.
That's all he gets? This story seems so weird
I
to
know,
me.
right?
We've got to be missing a detail.
Yeah.
Good news, American. He's coming your way.
Yeah. There's a man in Texas who got arrested after stealing a forklift and taking on a joyride, culminating in an 18-mile-per-hour police chase. Not the best getaway vehicle, apparently, a
No.
forklift.
At one point, if you're the cops, do you want to just speed up with your car and just jump on?
Yeah, you're like, dude, come on. We got stuff to do.
Let's end this thing. I mean, I can run up and grab it.
My shift ends in 30. Let's go.
And another one of these stories, a woman in Ireland claims her appendix had to be removed because she stopped herself from passing gas around her boyfriend for 2 years.
One of these stories again?
Again.
Get
one,
out
yeah.
of here.
We've heard another girl made herself sick from farts.
Whoever is out there doing PR for farts, I mean, they've got a lot of stories in the news today.
TikTok's ruining the world, Virginia.
Yeah. So there you go.
KVJ's double your paycheck.
All right, we're looking for Tania Samad of West Palm Beach, and I understand we have Tania with us right here. Hello, Tania.
Tania?
Tania? Hola? Hello?
Hello? Tania.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
there you
Thank
go.
goodness.
She found out she won and she fainted. And she's just now collected herself and got back to the phone, thankfully. Tania, how are you doing after finding out you're going to double your paycheck?
Great.
Yeah, it's kind of an exciting little thing there. Did you expect to win? Did you just put it out in the universe that you were going to win today and we just called your name that magically?
I guess I did.
Yeah, you've got some powers, girl. Keep thinking like that. Put it out there. Well, you enjoy that money and do something crazy with it, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Buy some crawfish milk. It's
Don't be like my friend. He's like, do we have anything to get this taste, this crawfish milk out of my mouth? And so we gave him Fireball. That did not work.
Okay.
And then we had to give him peanut butter whiskey to get rid of the taste of the Fireball and the crawfish
Good
milk.
heavens.
Oh my God!
So
God, it is-
he's drunk.
It is disgusting. I'm disgusted with a buzz.
Yeah.
I'm like ill, but I got a buzz. I'm turned, but I'm
You're kind
also
of ill, but you want to dance.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel terrible, but awesome.
But you still feel that crawfish in your belly.
I do not feel good. I do not feel well at all, dog.
Bad run, huh?
No, it's odd to feel sick and have a buzz.
All right, well, coming up at 10 o'clock, just 45 minutes from now, another chance to listen for your name like Tania did. And when you hear it, call us back in 10 minutes. You can double up a paycheck, doing it all the way through 5 p.m. today, top of every hour. If your name's not in yet, go to kvjshow.com and put it in there for KVJ's Double Your Paycheck. Well, it'd be nice just to have a little bit of the money. It's going to be on Palm Beach this weekend. It's going to be buildings, going to be big. David and Victoria Beckham's 23-year-old son, Brooklyn, is getting married to 27-year-old Nicola Peltz. And oddly enough, her daddy's money completely dwarfs the Beckhams.
Yeah, like they don't have the kind of money daddy's got.
No, he is a billionaire businessman. So, yeah, he's got a B in front of his names. In front of his money, they've got an M in front of theirs.
Wow.
So it's a big difference, yeah. So I've heard crazy amounts being thrown around to how much is being spent. Upwards of, it realistically is going to be the most expensive Palm Beach County wedding ever. I think it's going to beat Michael Jordan's from what I'm hearing.
According to my sources at Cosmo, with the Cosmo magazine, they're saying all of the hottest modern-day celebs are going to be there, Virginia.
Yeah. Well, people are going crazy. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are going to be part of the 500-plus guests. 500 guests.
500.
Yeah, Gigi Hadid, Gordon Ramsay, Nicole Richie. Snoop Dogg is rumored to be the DJ at the reception, so that's just some of the names going to be in town this weekend.
Why are they getting married, though? Why would y'all get married?
Yeah.
You got all that.
I know. I mean,
young and dumb.
He just turned 23. She is 27. You got all these now financial, monetary entanglements. Is he going to have to sign a prenup? How does that all go down? I mean, I assume there's still a removal between, because it's her daddy's money. She herself is an actress, and she's on like an A&E show, the Bates Motel. But
I got a new rule. If you can't rent a car, you shouldn't walk the aisle. No?
It feels sensible. I'm okay with that.
I mean, 25, you rent a car. You're a quarter century old. You've been to the puppet show. You've seen some strings.
Yeah, I kind of had heard, or it was some people editorializing, but they were kind of saying that maybe the Beckhams aren't, they're like, dude, do you really want to do this?
But you can't
just
tell.
Turned 23, yeah.
Kids in love, they want especially girls, they want the fairy tale.
Yeah, she's 27, so, she's a little, at least she's lived somewhere. I mean, he just turned 23. Brooklyn did. So, but hey, whatever. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean,
you spend this kind of money, though. I'm hearing, I guess, the wedding is going to be at a $76 million oceanfront mansion, 27 bedrooms on Palm Beach. I assume that's Daddy's place. And I think that's where Prince Harry and Meghan are staying. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy.
If you're not old enough to rent a ride, you shouldn't be a bride.
Okay.
It's a good rhyme.
Thank you.
Considering how much whiskey you have in you, that's very good.
I only got a shot of peanut butter and a shot of Fireball.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you're a billionaire, I guess you don't mind flipping the bill. Maybe your daughter has a couple weddings in her lifetime, and you know what? You're still okay. Even if you're dropping about $100 million per wedding, you'll still be all right. But for everybody else, this is an interesting concept. There's a Reddit thread called Choosing Beggars, where users can share stories about people who are being too picky when begging for things. And there's a bride on there talking about charging each guest to her wedding $75 a plate to make it swing. And I guess that was part of the invitation, saying, hey, can you make it? Here's how much it's going to cost. It's going $75 a plate. She's not flipping the bill. If you want to show up, you're going to flip the bill. And oddly enough, some of the comments in the thread are saying this is actually becoming a common thing.
Oh, that's how you make weddings more awful. So now I'm forced to go to a wedding and I have to pay.
Yeah.
Don't forget the gift either, Virginia.
Well, you're supposed to always give a gift, and I mean, if you're being kind to the bride and groom, you should always give a gift or give a monetary value that more than covers the cost of your plate.
Okay.
That's like you're nice, you're awesome rule.
What if you said, hey, spare the gifts. If you want to extra, that's fine. That's on you. But we're not really asking for any gifts. If you want to do anything, just buy your dinner and call it good. Is that would you think a little odd if somebody did that, Virginia, if they asked you to pay for your dinner, but don't worry about the gifts? Does that seem rude?
I don't know. I mean, I'm old-fashioned and I'm old, but I just think that, like, I don't know. Some people want to come to your wedding and celebrate, and they can't afford $75 a plate. And so now none of those people are going to be there. What about grandma who's on a fixed income? Like, you're going to ask grandma for $75?
Yeah, I'm weird when it comes to all this stuff.
I just think it's tacky.
If I was ever to walk the plank, I wouldn't even want to ask my friends for a gift. I'd want to do a fun beach or something fun where everyone can have a good time. It's very turnkey for my guests.
And say, make a donation to Little Smiles.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to do.
But you're going to throw a party that you can afford.
Yeah, and don't make it so uncomfortable for your guests. I would feel weird putting these little parameters on my stipulations on it's all about me, and by the way, you owe me dinner, and I want a present, and blah.
You want to have a nice reception. You want to have the good food. You can't afford it, and you say, hey, look, we'd love to have you guys here. It's going to cost because we don't have the money to pay out.
Well, then
$75 a plate.
If you can't afford to have a wedding that costs $75 a plate, then scale back your wedding. Go to the courthouse. You don't have to throw this big grand party that you can't afford. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit ridiculous.
The witch may be old AF, but she's right.
Okay. I'll get the people's take on this. Suits, why don't you put up a KVJ TV poll? Is it rude to ask for somebody to pay for their meal at your wedding reception? Yes or no? Well, apparently some people are asking for people to pay for their meals at the wedding reception. Is it rude to do so? According to Reddit, some of the younger generation say, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not rude. But if you go to KVJ TV, 88% of the people are saying, yes, it is rude.
Okay.
Nobody on Reddit's rude.
And you can totally do it where you can disguise it a little bit. You know, if you do need money, there's this thing called a honey fund. And you can sign up, and people can sign up to donate things for your honeymoon. And you just put a bunch of stuff on there like, get us a bottle of champagne. $50. Get us breakfast in bed. $100, like whatever it is. And you just have different little increments people can donate that way. Mm. And they think it's going to your champagne and breakfast in bed, but it goes right into your bank account. You can spend it on whatever you want.
Okay.
So you can be you can disguise the fact that you're asking for straight up cash by doing one of these little honey funds. And then when you get that money, spend it on whatever you want.
Yeah.
Also, be careful what you read on Reddit. They are at least 50% psychopaths. Gotta be careful.
I've gotten into fights on Reddit before with people that are just out of their mind. You can write whatever you want on Reddit.
To me, Reddit would be the one that's the crazy.
Reddit is the craziest.
I've seen, Reddit is next level crazy.
Reddit is where crazy people that are liars like to go spread their filth.
Yeah. I actually found out some stuff on Reddit about some people. Pretty crazy.
About Kevin?
No. I found that out on Facebook. Kevin's still dealing cocaine.
We should start some stuff on Reddit about us.
I don't think we have to start. I think it's already there.
It's already there, yeah. Just go read it. A couple things you can do to save some money. Jessica said, my sister did a stock the bar party before her wedding to cover the booze. So what is that? Where everybody brings a bottle to a party and then you turn around and use that?
You're supposed to bring 2 bottles, one to enjoy at the party and one to stock the bar with.
Okay.
But that's a fun idea.
Okay. That's one way to maybe alleviate the cost and still have fun.
Most venues are not going to let you do that, though. So if you're having your wedding at any kind of big place, they want you to buy the bar packages and buy booze from them. If you're doing it at a backyard barbecue wedding, that's a great idea.
That is honestly, and for me, I would enjoy a backyard barbecue so much more than sitting down and getting that fancy plate with that weird bean, that's long and
cafeteria food served in bulk, but tried to look dressed up.
It's the greenest bean you'll ever see. It's a weird kind of green, and it's all the whole bean itself. But they always serve the same things, and I'm never excited about the food that you get at those weddings typically. So, yeah, I'm all good with it. So, all right. But apparently a majority of people are saying don't do this. Not the right thing to do. We're talking about some rude behavior when it comes to weddings, but there's definitely etiquette and rude behavior that can happen when it comes to your telephone. And Jbird was talking about somebody that needed to use his phone the other day, and then they did what you don't do if you've been nice enough to lend your phone to somebody.
Some people don't get just social stuff, I think.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Because I don't know how you wouldn't understand that this is not a rule that everyone should fully understand. I mean, first of all, yeah, that's really a presumptuous thing to ever ask anybody if you can use their phone. But then when you do, when you finish, you start scrolling through it.
Well, let me give you a backstory who this person is. This is a friend of my mother, okay?
Okay.
Now, I don't really have any contact until she comes into town with her family. They come into South Florida because they have ties here.
What's her age?
Her age, I would say, is in her late to mid 50s, around there.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was younger than my mom. My mom knows her daughter, knows her, she's the friend of the family kind of a thing. And they come down sometimes to South Florida to visit, and they're always wanting to meet up. And the last couple of times I haven't met up. And I knew I had to, just because you needed to be polite.
Italian guilt.
Italian
from
guilt.
heaven.
Running real. Oh, yeah. Italian guilt from heaven. Your mother is rolling over in her urn.
She would want you to meet up with me for some pasta.
And Aunt Anne's crying in heaven. If you don't meet, yeah, exactly. A lot of Italian guilt. So I meet up, and the one woman, there's like 8 of them. There's 8 people there, and I'm in the backyard, and the one woman, she's using her phone, and it died. She goes, "Can I use your phone?" I didn't think anything of it because there's a lot going on, and she needed to make a quick phone call, so I let her use my phone.
What about them D-pics?
There ain't no D-pics on there. You mean donut pics?
The ones I sent you.
Donut
pics, yes.
Danish pics? Got a lot. I have a lot of D-pics.
I do send
very
you
pornographic.
I do send him D-pics.
Yeah, the only D-pics that are legit D-pics are the ones Virginia sends me.
Yeah.
At one point, I think she was sending me some of her husband. I'm like, all right.
And her kids. You got one of Rocco?
Oh, she loves to send a naked kid photo. I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey, Chris Hansen, let's stop this. So long story short, I walk over because I didn't want to hear the phone call, and I come back, and she's obviously done with the phone, and I'm noticing she's going through my photos. She's going through my photos.
Whoa, that's a bold move.
That is a bold move. And I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "What is this?" I go, "Oh, yeah, that's my Cobra Kai. My Cobra Kai pictures." She goes, "Oh, very good." I go, "Why are you going through my phone?" She goes, "Oh, just having fun."
I like her style.
Why? Just having fun, huh?
You can't get mad at her because she's your mom's friend.
She's old school.
You have to just take it.
Just having fun, huh?
Well, we all know it's wrong. You
We
shouldn't
do,
do it.
yeah.
You're not changing this dog.
No.
You're not changing this zebra stripes.
You gave her the phone, therefore you gave her permission to just do whatever she wanted.
But I bring this up because I talked to some other people about this. I go, "Isn't that a rude thing?" Because kind of like, am I a jerk? You want to know if you're overreacting. It annoyed me. I didn't make a big deal out of it. Everyone goes, "That's way out of line. You cannot go through someone's pictures."
She's older. She don't know.
And you'd be shocked how many people this happens to.
I only relinquish my phone to people that are in my family. And if anybody else came up and they said, "Hey, can I make a call?" I don't care. I'm going to do the thing where I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll make the call and I'll put it on speakerphone and you can use it." Or if it's like you want to be quiet, I would let you, but I'm going to stand there right with you. And that's if I know you. If I don't know you and you come up and say, "Hey, can I use your phone?" I'm doing the speaker if they're like, "I need quiet, I'd be like, sorry, if you want the call, then this is the rules of engagement.
Grant said lock the screen next time. I mean, all I know is I opened up my phone, I gave her the phone to call, and I wasn't even thinking of anything.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think
when
she'd go
they're in,
into
if
my
they end the
pictures.
call, I think you can go right away and start going into pictures and whatever you want.
You definitely can.
Yeah. Panchita said you can lock your gallery, so I guess maybe you need a separate code to get into the photos. If you really have stuff that, you want
and
to keep private.
I really don't. There's nothing scandalous, although it's always my notes that I'm always concerned about. I write. It's almost kind of like a journal.
Therapeutic for you.
A manifesto of a madman.
It's a manifesto of sorts. Yes, it is. I don't want no one reading my thoughts.
You need to delete that
I know.
before the FBI comes for your phone one day.
It's getting too close.
They're going to be like, this dude is nuts.
No, I delete all the crazy stuff I say about Virginia.
Yeah.
But it's a PSA. Don't go through people's phones.
No, don't go through people's phones. Coming up here in a second, Jbird's also having another phone issue that is unrelated to this. We'll let you know about here in just a second.
Well, you're just a bag of issues.
Yeah, he has a few.
I like to call it a cup of issues.
Yeah. We're hearing about Jbird's phone problems here. If it's not somebody that is going through his phone after they've made a call on it, it's people not understanding what gender he is when he talks to him if he doesn't know him. You say that you keep getting mistaken for a woman when you're talking to people that you don't know.
So I had to pay 4 bills yesterday over the phone, okay? So I had to talk to customer service people, and 3 out of the 4 called me ma'am. And this is happening a lot. When I'm talking with them, okay, ma'am, I'll be through a drive-through. Yeah, I'll take 3 Whoppers, 9 fries, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, drive on through. People think I'm a woman when I'm talking, and I'm clearly doing something with my voice when I have technology. But I'm like, hey, how's it go? I think something changed.
You have a bitch-ass voice.
I think I got a bav.
Yeah, so you think you're doing something different? Because I'm listening right now. I'm like, how can anybody mistake this?
He goes up an octave.
I do.
Because he gets nervous. He's like,
I don't get nervous.
I don't get cheeseburger.
I don't get nervous. I think what it is I want to be polite, and I think that voice equals polite in my head. Yeah, please, thank you. It's weird. I turned into Mickey Mouse. It's odd. I noticed it on the phone. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm here to pay my bill, my Best Buy bill. Okay,
where'd your balls go, sir?
Ma'am, you're speaking too fast. I don't know what's going on,
crazy,
but I'm getting called out on the reg about it.
So now you got to make a point to be like, yeah, I need a cheeseburger and some McNuggets.
Make it a triple. Men eat triples.
Extra beef.
I do. I got to drop it down an octave or 2.
That's
drop it down to the
crazy.
key of Virginia.
Either that or just start ordering salad.
Yeah, I get excited when I order. And maybe the little kid in me comes in, I'll take a nacho grande.
Okay, ma'am. That's crazy. You ever see a comment that just kind of makes you stop and think? It was just like, whoa, deep, man.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this one on Twitter yesterday, and it just kind of like hit me. I was like, wow, it made me think. It said, there's a difference between being happy and being distracted from sadness.
Oh, damn.
Right? I saw that, and I was like, man, and it made me kind of question myself.
You made him grab the peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah. I don't know that he's happy. He's just distracting himself from sadness, Virginia.
Damn.
Look at it. Yeah, he just proved my point. I was like, whoa.
Cheers, cute ears.
Yeah, I started thinking about that. I'm like, okay, so how often have I truly been happy, and then how often am I just putting off the inevitable sadness? And, a lot of times I think that's why you have depressed people drinking so much. They're not necessarily really ever happy. They're just distracting themselves from the sadness that will always be there. I was like, whoa, man.
I swear, I'm not depressed.
Yeah. He does another shot on a Tuesday morning.
Well, I blame Crawfish Milk Melinda over here.
Crawfish Milk rocked his socks.
No one has gum, Listerine, toothpaste. It was...
Go to booze, baby.
Well, he asked for Listerine. Fireball, in my defense, is kind of close to Listerine.
Yeah.
You could have swished and spit, but you just like the taste.
No, because I knew if I didn't chew it and try to swallow it, Bird's losing his edge again. Screw Bird. What?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I was talking about the fireball, not the crawfish.
Okay.
He's just distracting himself from sadness, Virginia.
I'm proving Kevin's point.
And not listening.
I'm legit proving Kevin's point. There is truth to that. You can be
No.
sad, and you're just distracting yourself from it.
I mean, whoa. It like, bam, it hit me right between the eyes when I read that yesterday. It's like, wow, how often are you truly happy? How often are you just distracting yourself from the sadness?
Maybe you needed to hear that.
I did. I maybe did. Because, yeah, I think, hey, look, everybody in this room is probably a little guilty of it from time to time.
Sure. But sometimes things speak to you when you need them most.
Thank you, Virginia. Wow, that's wisdom, too.
Wow, y'all just quoting the hell, making me look like a third-rate quoter.
Good luck with your thought for the day.
The Kevin Ralston brings up the best.
We're just setting the stage. We're the opening acts for the grand finale.
Yeah, you got this, Bird.
Yeah.
You don't feel confident.
No, I do. This is what I'm saying to myself, because people are they're judging me for drinking.
Aw.
I drink a lot on the air in the morning.
Hey, it's a breakfast beverage.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's just thirsty.
Well, here's what I got to say to them. Don't judge someone just because they sin differently than you.
Oh.
That is a good one, Bird. Bam!
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.